Hello! Oh, sorry, let me try that again. Hello! It's me, Kyle, the Reflectionist. I'm here to stream this game again. So I streamed the same game last week. It seems like we have a lot of new people who were not here last week, but that's okay. I'll quickly go over it again. This is Castlevania Harmony of Despair. It is a online multiplayer focused Castlevania game with no story or lore or anything. And I came upon it because I'm stealing someone else's PlayStation 3 temporarily, and I feel bad for it because I feel like there's a very good chance it becomes basically lost media soon-ish, more or less. So I kind of wanted to at least get some more footage of it out there into the world. So anyway, hello, how's everyone doing? Can you all hear me? Can you hear the game? I cannot really hear the game, so we'll, most of the settings are the same as last time. I turned the game down a little bit because I thought it was a little loud, but, yeah, here we go. Oh, you watched the... Wow, true fan. I definitely wouldn't have forced you to watch the entire previous stream for context, but I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry, yeah, I scheduled this stream. Again, it's the first time I've streamed anything since Wario Master of Disguise years ago. And it seems like a lot of people didn't get that notification. Not sure why, but it is what it is. Alright, so... well, the title screen's really quiet, but if we get into a level and it's still quiet, let me know again and I'll change it. Please, and thank you. Alright, so let's get started. So, you know, for anyone who didn't see the first stream, sorry, you'll missing half the characters and half the stages. You may want to, go back and watch that another time, but also you don't have to, it doesn't really matter. No, Wario's unlisted? Is it? Is it? Huh, I, didn't think it was. I'll have to check. If it is, I'll put it back. I don't know why I would have unlisted it. I'll try to fix that after this. And then this menu music I think is too loud. Okay, so, oh wait, hold on, spoilers, we can't look at that guy yet. It's not retro time yet. Alright, so last time I played all of the standard chapters and the standard characters, and I basically didn't touch any of the DLC. So this time we're going to be doing DLC. I'm going to mosey a little more than I did last time because last time took a bit longer than I expected, and this time's going to be a lot harder, so I'm going to have to try to, you know, actually try. My most recent stream was the Origami King one. Whoa, that's a secret stream. That was only for one person, and one person only, being you. Oops, I told the world. Ah, retro, no! Who wants to see Pink Soma? Yep, there he is. Alright, so here's what we're gonna be doing. So last time we killed Dracula, so who's next? I don't know. Let's go to chapter 7. Hold on, we have to... Oh wait, no, sorry. We actually are. So see, there are still 6 characters left, but there's only 5 chapters left to show. Unless I can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 chapters left to show. So, which means I'm going to have to do 1 repeat chapter, but that's okay, because this game actually has a hard mode. And it gives me a good excuse to at least show that off a little bit. So I'm going to be replaying 1 chapter. This will be the only chapter that's repeated between streams, but I don't really have a choice. And we're going to be playing first as Yoko Belnades. And I guess let's just get into it. I don't think there's any reason to delay anymore. I already put everyone's equipment up in advance, so we should be fine. Yay, moseying. Kyle, it's actually never streamed, it's true. Thank you. This is the first time. Yeah, there's a ton of alternate colors. I'm boring, I've never really used them, but if I played this game in multiplayer, I would.
You too shall be my puppets.
Lies of P-Boss. I'm sure I made that same exact joke last time. Alright, so here's Yoko. I feel like she's a fan favorite for at least one of us here. She has a stick, you know, just like her classic family lineage, I think. I'm not super kept up on the lore again. Oh yeah, so this is Yoko from Castlevania, The Sorrow games, Aria and Dawn of Sorrow. I don't really need to waste my time going for treasures and stuff, I'm just gonna go fight the boss. So the way she works is that she has a stick. It's not great range-wise, but the damage isn't bad. Oh yeah, again, we're playing on hard mode, so like things do more damage. There's sometimes more enemies. It's nothing too crazy, but you get better treasure. Alright, so obviously Yoko's main thing is not just a stick. She has spells, such as Holy Flames. Oh, there we go. The damage is good. Range could be better, but it is not bad at all, and it does not cost very much magic. As you can probably guess, maybe, possibly, is that Yoko's main thing is being very good at magic, and she's not the only character who's good at magic. We have Charlotte and Shinoa for that, but Yoko has one difference. You see, Yoko is DLC, which means she's way better than either Charlotte or Shinoa. I don't know if that's actually true. Maybe if you level the other two up, then they all catch up, but Yoko definitely feels the best. You see, she has this awesome passive ability where if you look at her magic meter, it might be hard to tell if you haven't played this game or seen it much, but her magic meter fills a lot faster passively than everyone else. It's kind of funny. I definitely think Charlotte should also have that passive ability. Shinoa's fine as she is, but yeah. Anyway, so that's not her only ability. We also have Holy Lightning. Boom. So, not as much damage, but it homes in on things. It's pretty good. Still a good, for its MP cost. Sorry, I've not been looking at the chat. I've been too busy explaining stuff. Yeah, the slide puzzle rooms from Dawn of Sorrow, I remember those. I still haven't played that game, but I will. Yoko can't do, just like Charlotte, again, she really is Charlotte but DLC, kinda. She can't do the dive kick after the double jump. It's only her and Charlotte are the only two people who can't. I don't really know why. Whoa, who's this pretty person? Hello. You're awesome. Alright, see you later. I'm gonna choose to not reveal her true colors because I don't want my opinion of her to go down. Alright, what's the fastest way to the boss? I usually, sorry, again, I'm gonna apologize to everyone about this sickening camera. I can't do much about it. It kinda is what it is. I'm just gonna try not to use it a ton. I usually just, like, hurry to get... I usually go for treasure. I don't usually, go right for the boss, so I'm not too used to that. Once again, pretty sure this puzzle's meant to be like a multiplayer thing where you need 2 people to get through here, but I don't really know what they were thinking, because you really don't need to. Yes, wave hi to the mirrors. Me when I'm DLC. When I'm DLC, I'm overpowered. Alright, we also have Holy Ice. I don't think she actually called it that. I think it has a different name, but yeah. So these spells, Holy Flames, Holy Lightning, and Holy Ice, again, not the actual name. Oh, there's mimics in hard mode. I'm gonna just ignore them, because there's no reason. Here I am, I'm going for treasure again, whoops. I try not to waste our time by playing a chapter we've already seen too much, but, I'm just gonna try to get to the boss now. Oh yeah, so, what was I saying? So these spells, you know, Flame, Lightning, Ice, they are pretty good. But unfortunately, Yoko has the same problem as Shinoa in that that is all she gets. And it is enough to carry her through the game. It's really good. She doesn't really need anything else, but it's not super interesting. So she is fun to play as, just to magic people to death, I guess. But as far as, stop it. As far as, like, being particularly interesting to play as, unfortunately, she probably could have did better. I don't know, I just wish... I don't know why characters like Shinoa and Yoko kind of get the short end of the stick. I get that they can't get as much as Soma, like, Soma gets something from every enemy. But I just wish they could get a little bit more, you know? What item did you get? Oh, I forgot. I get you. Oh yeah, I think she does cartwheels for her back step, so that's pretty cool. Castlevania Ant Farm. Yeah, I also love that Disney Channel show. It's great. I think I'm over here. Hey, what's up? When I first played this, I thought that Yoko up there was like a shopkeeper or something. I was very disappointed when she instead turned into a weird person when I tried to talk to her. I'd show it, but I don't want to. Maybe I did in the last stream. This post was fact checked. Yeah, I mean that person was there. They also thought Yoko was a shopkeeper because she is in her actual game. Alright, I think so. I need to get to the boss. There may have been a faster way. I'm not entirely sure. Ow. But the way I know how to get there, we need to open up a gate, so I just need to go through this path real quick. The ice is really good because you use it and it kind of like sticks around you for a bit. It doesn't actually have a hitbox until it starts going out, but it is still quite good. I think this is food. I'll take it. Oh, it's good food. See, it says so. It's tasty. Is that where Yoko actually is in Dawn or the room below? I couldn't tell you. I have not seen that game in a little while. I mean, I might as well go for these treasures. They're right here. That's the thing though. After this stream, I'm probably literally never playing this game again. Not because I don't want to, but I don't own this console, and I like this game, but I'm not so married to it that I'm gonna find another way to play it. I've had my fill with it, and I've basically just been practicing it to stream it, and now I'm doing that. And once I've streamed it, I don't think I'm gonna play it again. I wish I could show off everything, but that would require a lot of grinding and also probably playing online multiplayer, which I don't want to do the first thing, and I can't do the second thing. Greed! Greed! Kinda, yeah. I did say I don't want to waste time, and there I am, wasting time, grabbing treasure. Whatever, so we're on the way to the boss now. We should be there in just a minute. You should Toho. I love Toho. I would happily Toho. You don't have to ask me. Pick a game, I'll stream it. Sinae's Sylphid Breeze? Spell Bubble? I don't know. Alright, boom. Oh, wait, boom. Now we can get to the boss. Tasty meat. Also, I mean, this chapter doesn't matter to me as much as the others, but someone said the audio sounded fine, but I guess confirm everyone think the audio's alright and good and there's no problems. I'm gonna get rid of these people because there's a good chance they could interfere during the boss fight. I sure hope I don't die. If I do, I don't really care. We've already seen this chapter, so I don't need to retry it, but I don't really want to. About the video. Oh my goodness, I now know who you are. Oh man, you guys are very persistent. It'll happen someday. Well, trying to kill those guys made me lose like half my health. I don't care. Let's just go fight the boss. Actually, I'll wait for my magic to recharge real quick, and then we'll fight the boss. Yeah, as soon as you get the console back, you have to immortalize these save files in a museum. Hold still, your clothes are dusty. I just read that. That's kind of funny. But fake Koishi game. Alright, here we go! Puppet Man. So I believe these don't have any more HP. Oh, well, I'm dead. I'm dead, bro. Okay, I knew that was gonna do a lot of damage. Okay, so in fairness, when I was practicing with Yoko, I was practicing a different chapter, and then, like, a half hour before the stream, I was like, oh, you know what, I should actually do this chapter so we can see Yoko next to Yoko, that'll be fun, and didn't account for the fact that the boss might one-hit kill me. Yeah, hard mode's no joke. Alright, that was rough. Guys, the video is nothing interesting. It's some random video where we're playing Kirby and my sister caused chaos. If you want to release it to the world, if you want me to release it to the world that badly, I'll do it sometime. Anyway, get me off of hard mode. I don't even have all the chapters unlocked in hard mode because I'm good. Alright, well that was cool. Me when I'm dead wrong. Yeah, I mean, I think in normal mode it does do like half your health about, so I guess it shouldn't be too surprising, but I'm surprised. Alright, well that bodes well. Alright, let's, bye Yoko, thank you for joining us. You're awesome. I wish there was more to you, to be honest. I would have given you a more substantial chapter. Alright, anyway, next it's time.
Let's be off.
This is Julius Belmont. I think he is good. Yeah, so let's do this. Chapter 7, Beauty, Desire, Situation Dire. Alright, so, here we are. This is, Julius, and also this chapter is from, Portrait of Ruin, allegedly. Again, still haven't played it. So Julius, we've seen Jonathan Morris, and he was kind of the Belmont substitute, because the game didn't have a Belmont at launch, which is only a little blasphemous. So Julius is like, if Yoko is like DLC Charlotte, then Julius here is like DLC, Jonathan. He has its whip, of course, but you can aim the whip in any direction. Except I think straight down. No, yeah, you could do straight down. You can aim in any direction, which, you know, for a Castlevania game is crazy. They never let you do anything like that. Oh yeah, so you could tell, you know, we're starting the DLC. This is like a really cool looking map. So Julius, so we have up here these Shinoa exclusive magnet things, except they are no longer Shinoa exclusive. Julius can also make use of them. Now, he can't make use of them nearly as well. He's kind of, stuck doing this. You can swing. He can make use of them horizontally, but vertically he has some trouble. Like, you can do stuff like that, but it's definitely a lot less convenient than Shinoa. So he can utilize them sometimes, but not entirely. Oh, are these sprites new? That's cool. So I'll show off what else he can do more, and we'll go in the pyramid in a second. But first, we need to go up here and get Vic 13! You know, Vic 13 from, Check's notes. Oh, I forgot to write notes for this one. I don't know who that is. Yay, Vic 13. Doing the Simon Belmont. That's a fake character. He's too retro to be in this game. Why doesn't everyone just become magnetic like Chanel? I don't know, to be honest. Alright, so aside from, I mean, honestly, omnidirectional whipping would be enough just to make Julius worth it to play as. He also has sub-weapons, so of course, let's see him. We've got, the Bible, because I needed a fourth sub-weapon, couldn't think of anything, but we also have the axe. Oh, well, that guy died in one hit. We have the cross. Oh, yeah. And we have the holy water. Now, he can use, I believe he can use all the same sub-weapons that Jonathan can use. You can just equip them to either person. I just gave all the weird, sorry, actually, only Jonathan can use the really weird sub-weapons, stuff like the paper airplane and the wrecking ball. So Julius, he can use a lot of the same sub-weapons, but he can only use more of the, you know, the more normal, standard ones. Do I stop streaming? Do I restart? Oh. I don't know. Yeah. Is that what's happening? Oh, are we back? Doesn't say it's back to me. Is everyone lying to me? I don't know what my bitrate is. It did say, I needed to turn down some stuff. Throw my router out of the window. I'm trying to figure it out. Hold on. I don't know if any of you can hear me. You said we're back, but it sure doesn't look like it to me. Yeah, the pyramid has bad reception. Oops. Hold on. Boop-a-doop-boo. We are streaming. Is it bad that I don't know how to check my bitrate? Alright, well, looks like now I mean, I can see that you can see it. I guess we try again. Listen, every stream, including test streams I've done so far, I've had, one time where the thing broke down for a minute. So, if we keep at that ratio, and this is the only time it happens, I mean, that'd be pretty good. Alright, let's, no. You people don't exist.
Let's be off.
I guess let's try again. I'll just skip getting Vic 13 and whatever else I was doing. The Anti-Kyle Union, which was formed to protest on the delaying of the video. Wow. I think I'm gonna ask. I think I'm gonna have to figure out bitrate and stuff next time. You think in my my very long and storied YouTube career, I'd like know what that even is? I found the option for it at some point. No, I don't know where it was. I don't know if that would fix it, but it wouldn't hurt to have checked. All right, well, we'll see what happens. Maybe that'll be the only time it happens. Who knows? Alright, I'm just gonna get right back to where we were. Sorry, I went back to the title screen, because once again, you can't pause the timer. Ow, that counted. You can't pause the timer, and we were early enough into the chapter that I was like, oh, whatever, we'll just restart. I don't want to have to, rush super fast to get through here. I'll grab this, because it's right here. No, Vic 13 is non-canon. That's so sad. I don't think I want to fight you. Well, with that damage, I might. Okay, goodbye. Alright, what was I doing? I was explaining. I don't need to fight all of you. I probably need to fight you, though. You'll get in the way later. Flying people love to hound you for entire chapters if you don't fight them. The cross is broken, by the way. Again, Jonathan can also use it. It's really good. It's really strong because it's light/holy element. So, like, everything in the game's weak to it. It's definitely the best sub-weapon by far, but you see, Jonathan had a boomerang, and I wanted to use that more, so it's just like a strictly worst cross. Oh, a strictly worse cross in like 99% of situations, and I still use it. Higher number equals less blur and larger files. Good to know. Anyway, yeah, sorry, so I was saying that we have this. Whoops. I was saying that we have... Can I not use it? We have that. You know, Julius's signature dodge move. I was saying I know it from Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, but I know that game didn't invent it. Maybe that's why the stream crashed. I shouldn't be mentioning that, that gross competitor game. Kyle likes bad things. Well, I don't like bad things when they are bad for me and all of the people that are, watching me, if that's what you're talking about. So retro. Alright, so this is where we were when it crashed. So I haven't... Nice 5 damage. I haven't played the DLC chapters as much as the other ones. I've played this one plenty. And I will talk about why later. But aside from this one, I don't remember the some of the DLC chapters as well. Even this one, I haven't played as much as most of the like actual chapters. I don't actually think there's like anything of value this way, but you know what? Here we go. Woohoo! Look at this. I picked this chapter for Julius specifically so he could do that. Not really, it just kind of worked out. Yeah, I think there's just a grimoire here. We don't need it. If I was lower on health, I'd stock up on health potions, but I don't feel the need. But yeah, so this dodge thing, it has a name, but it's not like real words. It might be another language. I'm just being annoying. But yeah, this dodge thing's really fun to use because you're invincible while you're doing it. You go through most stuff. But you don't start with it, which is weird because it's like kind of Julius's most iconic ability, perhaps. I don't know, I guess that's debatable. But I mean, I kind of think it is, and I feel like he should start with it. He starts with the uppercut, which I'm never gonna use. But, you know, it is what it is, I guess. Competitor. Yeah. I'm sure Castlevania is seeing Bloodstained and is like, oh no, we have to release a new game immediately. That's what happened with Mega Man 11, allegedly, according to some people. The input for this is a little annoying. It's forward, back, down, forward attack. I guess if you do it slow, it still works. That's good. I didn't even realize that. Alright, so everything up there is bonus, so we didn't need to go up there. I guess I over-prepared Julius for this because he's taking very little damage, but listen, the DLC chapters are harder, so I wanted to be more sure. I gave people maybe too good equipment, but again, it's fine. Some of the later chapters, I'm gonna need the best I can get if I want to be able to beat them. Form is emptiness. Well, that's what Zangetsu's is called. I don't think this one's the same, unless it means form is emptiness in a different language or something. I could kind of believe that. I think Julius is a completely new sprite that wasn't in Dawn, not the case with Yoko. If that's true, that's cool. I mean, I'm very glad they included him. Because, you know, he's a cool character, and he's one of the only characters that wasn't already playable. Well, I mean, kinda, but you know what I mean. He wasn't, like, a main character, like everyone else was, so it's cool that you get to play as him a whole bunch in this game, and he's good. Again, he's kind of like standard Belmont fare, very similar to Jonathan. It's weird to like compare it to Jonathan, but again, there weren't any Belmonts in this game when it first released, I guess, so I kind of have to. But he's very similar, but he does feel very different, so I think he's a very good inclusion. That may or may not... There may be other Belmonts in the future that I don't feel the same way about, but we will get there soon enough. Explosion is art! Yeah. Love that guy. Which guy? I don't know, there could be multiple. He's a cool character who's never gonna get his own game. Yeah, I feel like... Man, if they just made a game about him, about the journey he went on that we didn't get to see, it would probably do fairly well, but they don't want to. Someone mentioned Marble of Souls earlier, and yeah, I also saw that in person, like, it was a good while ago now, probably like, maybe earlier this year? I don't entirely remember, but yeah, I also saw Marble of Souls, and it was very upsetting. Like, the fact that they made this weird, like, arcade coin game, whatever it was, and they could have just called it, like, Castlevania. They didn't have to call it anything. It could have just been Castlevania arcade game, but they went with Marble of Souls. There's probably, like, breakable walls somewhere. I don't know where they are, because I'm a fake fan. I've only played this game for way too long, and yet I haven't studied every square inch of it. Do not talk about Marble of Souls. So these guys respawn. The soul that they give to Soma, he gets to use that weird like bandage attack that they're doing, is not bad. So it's not a terrible grinding spot for Soma if you need another like higher level soul. I did grind on them. I didn't do that for many other enemies, but they made it easy. Alright, so this is going pretty well so far, but uh-oh, time for the fun to end. A final guard. Thankfully, they actually just give you a way to go above him, so you could just ignore him, or you can just fight him from here. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, you can do this, you know, the whip dangle thing that to my knowledge, has been in like 20 games and has never gotten an official name aside from quote-unquote holding your whip. So yeah, I mean, you know, like that other chapter that had this guy, if you get behind him, he's really easy. It's just this time they actually give you a way to get behind him aside from just taking the damage. Bye-bye. I didn't even need to kill him, but it was so fast I figured I would. This lever, very mysterious. Oh, nope, not this lever. Is it this lever? It's not this lever. I'm thinking of a different lever. Never mind. Hold that thought. Best Smash Bros. movie. Yeah, it's so great. I love, you see it and you hear like, oh, it can block projectiles. It's like, oh, that sounds interesting. But if the projectile's stronger than like Mega Man's pellet, then it won't work. It's like, okay, well, then I don't see myself using it ever. Oh, why am I actually dodging these when I still can't do the input consistently. I can do fighting game inputs, it's hard. It's hard in this game. I swear it's like stricter or something, or I don't know. Can you beat Harmony of Despair while only whip spinning? Let's find out. Oh, well, I already hit him, so hold on. Here we go. Look at that! We can beat Harmony of Despair while only whip spinning. Am I going the way I want to be going? I don't think it matters. One of these is breakable. I don't know which one. I wish I could try Castlevania the arcade. Which one is that one? I feel like I've probably heard of it, but I don't remember. If someone would like to tell me. Again, I think there's a breakable wall somewhere, but I'm not sure. Anyway, this random lever is mandatory. You see, you hit it, It opens that door and starts moving these platforms. That seems random. But there is a platform elsewhere that lever is also responsible for that you need to beat the chapter, as far as I know. Once again, here is this chapter's multiplayer exclusive chest. Someone's got to stand here, and then the other person can go down there. Multiplayer or Julius exclusive. Yeah, he can just kind of cheat some of these. I actually did not remember this puzzle being in this chapter, so that was a very happy coincidence. There's a couple of puzzles like that. Not a lot, but a couple that he can just kind of cheat like that. You know why? Because you had to pay money for him. Yes, I definitely paid money for him. This is now mission failed. This is now a minimalist run. Yeah, literally the only use that this really has, as far as I can tell, is just beating these guys more effectively, because they only take 1 damage for anything anyway, so. Alright, let's stock up on health. Might as well. I have the money for it. Take a couple high potions. Oh, I think I lost a bunch of high potions because Yoko died with them. I guess that's how that works. I don't think I realized that, if that is what happened. I love DLC. Yeah, it's awesome. I love cheating. We're not gonna go this way yet. Around this way in a minute. Kyle has actually spent more time than he would have Marble of Souls on this game. No, I don't remember if I tried Marble of Souls. I might have put in like 1 coin. This trap's a little weird. You have to like slide under it. Unless you're... Nope, spot after. Come on, I'm... Alright. Let's see if this works. Maybe? Potentially? Still not working, huh? Man. That's kind of disappointing. Oh, okay. Maybe we're back. Alright, so I've, we'll see if it sticks. I decided to lower the bitrate, because apparently that's the solution. Maybe everything will be fine. Man, why has this gotta happen? Why has this gotta happen? Sorry, it's too bad too, because I don't even know what I was talking about that y'all missed. But, you know, knowing me, it probably wasn't anything too important. I'm just looking to make sure everything's okay. The speed run's ruined. I know the challenge run's ruined. It's now a minimalist run. No. Oh, well, here's a Shinoa exclusive chest. So you can kind of like... Okay, let's see. You can like... Well, I almost had it. You can like finagle your way, because you still get your double jump after your grapple. So if you're really dedicated, you can do it. I don't know if I'm dedicated enough. I actually don't even know if it's possible, but here... Oh, I'm in the wall, and I actually couldn't move. That was weird. I don't know why I'm wasting time on this. I just find it funny. Glitching into the wall is pretty funny, too. Alright, I'll give it one more try. Let's see... Ah, so close. One more try. Okay, whatever. It's not worth it. It's not like we're gonna get anything interesting from it. Yeah, just the fact that you can hit enemies through floors and stuff with Julius's whip, like, single-handedly does make him a lot better. I mean, again, he already would have been good anyway, but just that on its own is really good. He can still be poisoned, though. He's not immune to that. Not that anyone is, unless your name is Soma with the zombie soul, I believe. Then you can be. My favorite part of a Vania game, trying to break and exploit it for minimal again. Yeah. Alright, do we even have to do this? There's no reason to do this, but this is an interesting thing. So you can, like... These are, like, trapped, but only some of the panels activate the trap. So you have to be, like, careful. It is the same every time, so you can memorize it. So it's, like, this second one, this first one, and then I think it's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so this third one here will activate the trap. And this one's probably 2. It's just a shortcut, or... Oh, actually, it's not just a shortcut. It's how you get this treasure up here. I forgot about that. He's beautiful. Let's call him Soma with a zombie soul. I've heard worse names, unfortunately. Can you uppercut out of a double jump? No, you can't uppercut in the air unless I'm... No! Whoops. Well, let's find out. No, you can't uppercut out of a double jump. Whoopsie. Gotta go the longer way around. That's fine. Now you guys can see this part. You didn't get to see it before because he was frozen. Wow. Look at that. That's awesome. Bubble Dog. The Bubble Dog, I wish I liked him more, but he can poison you. As I said in the last stream, this game probably has the worst instance of poison I've seen in the video game. Not that it seemed that bad from the one time I showed it off, but if you get poisoned in a boss, it basically means the next time you get hit by the boss, you're probably gonna die. You know, once the poisons run out. Yeah, you can't uppercut out of a double jump. That probably is possible if you, like, really try, but I'm not gonna really try. I just tried regularly. Well, 8-year-old Marluxia's getting destroyed in class. Poor guy. I mean, hey, that maybe wasn't his name when he joined the organization. I mean, before he joined the organization. Now, was his name before that any more normal with that selection of letters? No. Alright, so this treasure, oh, this one's weird. So, there's a easy way to cheat to get to it, which is what I usually do. So the way you do it is that this guy who's creeping up behind me is going to be my step ladder. If you will cooperate. There we go. They did teamwork. So the way you're actually supposed to do this, it's like a weird, like, pyramid puzzle. So I'm going to zoom out. It's actually, believe it or not, one of these, this switch, there might be more switches, but this switch actually turns off that fire. And then you can you run over it? You can't really run over in time. So that might be like another kind of multiplayer exclusive-ish thing. But, you know, you can do it on your own as long as you can do the enemy double jump thing, which most of the characters can do. Anyway, I think we're basically just done. There's a bit of extra treasure over here I'm gonna grab, but we can, once we get out of this loop here, we can start making our way to the boss for real. Referring to, like, real person. Oh, right! There was actually someone named Marluxia. I remember I think you showed me that at some point. Yeah, I uppercutted someone. I'll uppercut this guy too. Boom! Like, the damage is good. It's just, you know, it's not very convenient to use. You have to, like, stand still for a second. You have to do a hold down up attack input, which I'm not the... It's not that I don't like charge commands, it's that in non-fighting games, I feel like they never work quite right. Even in, like, Smash Bros, Terry has one. And I love doing the inputs of the other characters, but I don't love Terry's. Anyway, so this platform is the special platform. That one switch down there by that final guard activated this platform. And you need this to ride your way up to where the boss is. It's funny, because that switch activates a bunch of other stuff, so you probably wouldn't even realize it was tied to that platform. You'll just go around the whole loop of the pyramid, and then come back here and be like, oh, this platform works now, I guess. It's kind of fun. I think it's supposed to be a little obscure like that. Actually, I just realized this is a very good tie-in to the other stream series I did, Wario Master of Disguise, because that also had a pyramid level, which was, like, maybe the most memorable level. It's up there. Once again, if that stream really is unlisted for some reason, I'll go back and fix it. It's been, like, years and I never noticed, I guess. I'll heal. I don't really need it, but actually I think there's fruit coming up, so I think I really didn't need it, but I don't care. Alright, yeah, the rising tackle. I'm just not a fan of that because it's supposed to be his recovery, his up B, but if you have to hold down and then up B to use it, and if you hold down in midair, you fall faster, so you can't really do the input version for recovery. I mean, you can, but you really kind of shouldn't. I mean, I guess that means the input version has its uses and the up B version has its uses, but still, it's just not my favorite thing. Yeah, Wario Land 4 also has a pyramid level. It more just has a pyramid, it's more of a pyramid game, but yeah. They're all unlisted. Yeah, sorry, maybe I did that for a reason? I don't know why I would've. No, I'll have to check. Maybe there was something embarrassing I said that'll get me canceled, but somehow I doubt it. Who's texting me? Hold on, I have to, hear the loudest text message sound in the world. Please forgive that. Alright, enough stalling. Let's fight this boss already. Here we go. You hit the switch, you go in here, and boom. This lady, this is Ashtart, is apparently her name. She attacks you with love, which is paralyzing and horrible for your health, I guess. So, you can't move. There you go, now I can move. It's been a while since I fought her, so I gotta remember exactly how she works. But yeah, she can be pretty tough if you're not careful. Like, I'm not being careful right now. At least I still have HP. You kind of want to stand back so she can't hit you with that. But the main issue with her, well, the main issue right now is that I usually dodge her based on her sound cues, and I can't hear the game, so I'm realizing that's making this a lot harder than I'm used to. But the main issue with her, actually, usually, is that you can't tell, because Julius is really good, but his, her defense is insane for someone who's not exactly wearing much armor. Her defense is kind of through the roof, at least especially when you will first be playing this chapter, and a lot of things you have will be doing chip damage to her. And so unless you have a powerful, like, holy attack, like, you know, Jonathan with his cross will work. You can get some stuff for, like, Shinoa with the laser beam attack thing she had. Unless you have something like that, because she is weak to holy stuff, then it's really hard to, like, beat her in time, because a lot of your attacks will just be doing, like, 2-3 damage. You know, I could have shown that if I picked a different character and, like, didn't try, but I kind of didn't want to, because then we'd be stuck here forever. But yeah, she can kind of be a wall. Charlotte in particular, you know, because it's always Charlotte, unfortunately, as much as I love her. Charlotte, I had a lot of trouble trying to beat her with Charlotte, and I had to go, like, find the witch enemy, and because that's the only, like, holy thing I could find that Charlotte could use, and spam that against her, but I had to grind against the witches for a while. It was very fun. Also fun thing, Dracula actually also has the same heart attack that she does. Very similar, at least. But of course, you see, Dracula only uses it if you're playing as one of the girl characters, and then you could probably guess she only uses her heart attack if you're playing as one of the boy characters. Kinda, I don't know, it is what it is. But it makes the boss fights easier, because then it's one less attack you don't have to worry about. I didn't show it off with Dracula because I was playing as Soma, but just take my word for it. I'm kind of surprised she's not dead yet. See, she's also DLC, which makes her stronger. It's not just a player exclusive thing. I'm gonna actually, like... Okay, there we go. Well,
is that all?
bye-bye. Alright, yeah, no, she can be tough. You really have to, like, get her attacks down. I haven't fought her in a while, and I still remembered most of them, even without being able to hear what she was saying, but it worked out. Come hither! Yeah, she's great. Maybe. I don't know, still haven't played her game. Alright, what were you all saying? The timer. Yeah, I haven't timed out on that chapter, but with Charlotte, I think I've come close. I think I usually die, though, before I timed out. Yeah, Wireland 4 is technically one long pyramid level. That's basically what I was saying. I said I liked Master Disguise, which is cancelable, maybe. Sorry. I think this has the aspect of making one of your two characters jealous. I don't know if you're joking or not, but either way, whether you're joking or not, that's really funny. It's bad love. Yeah. Come hither. So sad you have to spam ton. Okay. I'm timing everyone out, actually. No, I'm just... Alright. Yeah, no, it can be a long boss fight. If you're doing like 2 or 3 damage per hit, then yeah, it's pretty bad. Alright, well that went pretty well. Let's go for the next one. So for this next one, we shall be playing as, not you, Maria Renard, from specifically Rondo of Blood, which may be surprising. If you knew Maria was in this game, you may be surprised at the version of Maria they went with, but I think that's kind of fun. It's probably not the one most people would have expected. Just time out Brian. No, Brian speaks for everyone, so I'm timing everyone out, actually. Alright, let's do it. Chapter 8, The One Who Is Many. Oop, timed out for 10 minutes for spoilers. No, I'm just kidding, I promise. Funny child time. Who's that? Whoa. Alright, this is Maria from Rondo of Blood, and this is a location from Symphony of the Night, apparently. Even though Alucard was one of like the main characters of the game, Symphony of the Night didn't have a stage before DLC, which was kind of strange. So yeah, I'm gonna save that because I might be back. So Maria's fun. Excuse me. These are the witches I was talking about that I had to grind on with Charlotte. Not in this level though. So Maria's pretty fun. Sorry, this stage is one of the two, this one and the next one, that I remember the least, so I'm gonna be a little bit lost. This is her backflip. That's the most important part. I figured someone was gonna comment on this song. So I do really like this song, usually. I actually do quite like this song, but excuse me, in this game specifically, it's a little repetitive. I don't know, the rest of the soundtrack goes for like a sort of Dynasty Warriors-esque feeling, and while this song's trying to be more relaxing. And I do like it, but I do think it kind of clashes with the rest and gets a little repetitive as a result. It's still good though, and also I'm complaining for no reason, because I never talked about it, but you can change the music in this game. There's a ton of music that we're just not gonna hear, like songs from other games and stuff, and you can put any song on any chapter, which is really cool. I probably haven't even heard most of them, to be honest. So yeah, it's pretty neat. Go, my doves. Yeah, the birds are fun. She has a lot of other stuff, but you know, gotta ease into it. I think this is probably the way we want to be going. I don't know. So yeah, this is the water level. Oh, you guys do not take very much damage. As most water levels in video games, this is probably my least favorite chapter in the game. It's fine. There's really nothing wrong with it. It's just a bit, you know, slow going, especially if I'm doing this. I have other attacks. I'll start using them. The Forbidden Underground Waterway. It's probably intentional, to be honest. Oh yeah, so for some reason Maria can do the dive kick, but she looks like this while doing it. Very, very fun. Spinny spin. She can, like, do this for her slide. She's funny. I always think I liked her, even though again, this game picked all the Castlevania games that I haven't actually played yet to cross over with each other. I think there's literally one game in here I have played, and we will see it soon. But the answer is gonna be disappointing. Alright, let's try some new attacks. So we've got... That's her anthem. It keeps you still and while you sing notes. You can cancel it at any time by like backflipping or jumping or whatever. So basically it keeps you stationary and you can't really do much while it's going on, but the notes all do a fair amount of damage. So if you can line them all up and you have time to execute it, you can do a ton of damage with this. I unfortunately think this particular boss isn't going to be great for it, but I could be wrong. We've also got more things you'd probably expect from Maria, like boom, dragon. I like how fast that attack is. It's not the most like oh, that's good. It's not like the most damaging attack, but it's very fast, covers a good range. It's good. I like the dragon. Maria's another character that she doesn't have as much as some other people, but she has a decent amount of stuff, I'd say. I'm not like disappointed with her like I am a little with Yoko. She's also got different birds. Wow, different birds. Yeah, those they hit a very strange angle, but it can be very useful for aerial enemies, and they do a good amount of damage. DK Bonanza reference. Haven't played that yet, so I'll take your word for it. I can't wait to see Castlevania 2. Yeah. The most iconic one. I love that one. But that's not gonna be in this game. Unfortunately, is she Miss Vocaloid? I guess. More or less. It's a fun attack. It's very silly, but I like it. I wish she had more songs to play, though. Oh, actually, I mean, this song is a reference to Castlevania 2, is it not? I could be making that up, but I think it is. I wish she had, like, different songs that she could sing and it'd be, like, randomized or something, but it would be fun. Alright, and then her last attack, we have, boom, White Tiger. Oh, Well, that didn't kill him, but that's okay. White Tiger runs along the ground and hits anyone on the ground. It's probably the worst of her attacks, but it's a good option to have sometimes. I think the... Oh, well, that wasn't great. A great showcase, but I think the... I was going to say the red birds are one of her better attacks, but you know what? I'm just gonna stick with the dragon, I think. So a lot of this chapter is going down, and then you can find switches that open passages back up if you need to go back up for stuff that you missed, or if you need to go back to that grimoire at the beginning. Yeah, part of Bloody Tears. Okay, it is Castlevania too, I figured. That song's so iconic that, like, you kind of just... at least for me, you kind of just, like, assume it's from Castlevania 1, because it's, like, maybe the most iconic song. It's easy to forget that it's from the 2. The game also has some other good songs, like the Inside the Mansion theme I really like, but I don't think that one's ever come back, which is too bad. No cats. No, cats equals bad attack. It's fine, it's a fine attack. Watch, boom. See, look how great that was. Yeah. So yeah, oh, right, I forgot you were in this chapter. I'm gonna ignore you, bye. Actually, Maria might not be bad for fighting these people. Boom, boom, boom. Go, you got this. This is awesome. They don't do the funny mouse. Sorry, I don't have it ready at a moment's notice like you do. Maybe next time. But yeah, so Maria's thing is kind of like, she has a lot of attacks. I guess it's like, she has a lot of attacks that are good at, like, specific ranges. But it can sometimes be awkward to get into the right range, but if you are, it's good. Especially, like, the Anthem can be very strong, but it's, like, kind of particular where you can use that and be safe. If it makes you feel better, I might be lying, but I think that's the last final guard, like, in the game. I don't know, maybe there's some in the next chapter, and I don't remember. That switch opens that door down there, which we haven't seen yet. Yeah, they're annoying. But they knew that the final guards were annoying, which is why in this chapter and the last one, they've just let you jump over them if you, do it right. So, thankfully, it's not too bad. 1 out of 5 hits ain't bad. It's not great. It's not passing. Boom, take that. Alright, what else do we have here? This person who has that one DLC soul that I used in, the first stream, and to someone's bewilderment said, that's a DLC soul. Good times, good times. I remember it like it was last week. Look at the cats being so useful for all of my magic. These coffins, you can actually break them to get hearts, or you can, nope, you can only break them to get hearts. I think you can kick them? Oh yeah, you can kick them to get money, not slide into them. Kind of funny. If you're full on hearts, you'll always get money, but that's a way to guarantee to get money if you don't want hearts. This trick also applies to Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, if you all did not know. That did 39 damage? Really? Why? Ooh, tasty meat. So I don't think there's too much up here. I think this mostly just leads to where we started. Throwing birds to put out the fire is crazy. They've got it, okay? I trust them. I believe in them, so it'll be fine. Yeah, Maria's pretty awesome. She ended up being quite different in future games. Or at least a future game, maybe just one. So I think it's interesting they went with this Maria specifically, but I think it's fun. I believe here... Oh, yeah. Very fitting that we're this character. We get a lucky cat. Hooray. What do you think of the new Bloodstain not having Miriam and Zangetsu? Hey, we don't know that for sure yet. They could show up. Also, right, I totally forgot they're making another Bloodstained. That was a real shock to the system when one of my friends told me, hey, Kyle, there's a new Bloodstained coming out. Happy birthday. And I'm like, okay, why are you lying to me? And then looked it up. I was like, what? Actually, I thought the series was dead. And no, I'm not kidding. I kind of figured, I didn't think they'd make more. This guy's in an awkward spot. I don't feel like fighting him. You don't, like, get anything for fighting the mimics. I feel like they should still drop treasure when you kill them, or at least, like, something. Some food or something. I think I have missed a section. Oh, actually, I don't think I have a... Yeah, there's a door down here. That's fine. I actually needed to hit this lever to open this door later. So we needed to come here. I was gonna say, I think I missed a section and I'm gonna backtrack, but I don't have a choice. Why would they do this? Who is going to be buying this? I mean, you know I'm gonna be getting it for sure, but how many others? I mean, I don't know. I know a couple people who like Ritual of the Night. It's just, I just wish the game was better made, but I like it. You know? You know. But I also like every bad game people consider bad, so I'm probably a bad judge of that. Yeah, I wish Mimics dropped something. Me, I'm gonna get it. But why? No, I'm just kidding. You should get it, and I hope you enjoy it. But also, remember, it is still bloodstained at the end of the day. And Guardian Knuckle. I think that's just... What is Guardian Knuckle? I don't know if I had that, actually. We're gonna have to check that out next time I get to a book. Oh yeah, I totally almost forgot. Maria does have one other thing that I haven't shown off yet. She can do this. She can hide in a turtle shell, and if you get hit while you're doing that, you take half damage, I believe. Jonathan had the same thing, except he guarded with his fists and not with the turtle shell. It's fun, but I don't really ever use it. I guess if you know for sure you're about to get hurt, you might as well. But yeah, I mean, you could probably see why I said I'm not the biggest fan of this chapter. Look, this is so strong! Maybe those guys are weak to sound element, I don't know. It's not a thing, but it could be. I'll just ignore that guy. But yeah, you could probably see why I said this chapter's not exactly my favorite. It's just a lot of like this. Kind of slow going. I think it's faster if I do this, so I'm just gonna do cartwheels. People forget Inti's first games were 3D. Were they? What, Galgun? Or... I'm actually not 100% sure about Inti Creates' like first resume, like original resume of stuff. Are there books near the boss? I need to zoom out to know. No, is it just at the beginning of the level? Well, thankfully for us, with the way this level's construed, getting back to the beginning is going to be very quick because we just go up this big shaft here. Not to be confused with the Castlevania character with the same name. He's not in this game. I actually don't even know. That person's not in this game. Sorry to them. Hey, Mighty Number 9's not a 3D game. Take that as you will. Oh, I'm glad I left that meat here. I'll use it. Alright, what is Guardian Knuckle? I don't think I had that. Is it this? Yeah, Guardian Knuckle. Whoa, you summon a cute person to help the cuter person. Interesting. I wonder if that levels up. See, I'm not an expert with this game. I have not played every single chapter with every single character multiple times. I've played most chapters with most characters at least once. But sometimes you can find random treasures like that. The second Grim Guardians is a true Metroidvania. I've played some of the second Grim Guardians with a friend. We are having trouble enjoying it. Like, I make fun of all the Bloodstained games, you know, Bloodstained 1, Bloodstained 2, Bloodstained 2, and Grim Guardians, for like, you know, just doing a lot of retro things. But I enjoy all of them, even if I think they all have their moments I don't like. I do like all those games. This second Grim Guardians game, we're struggling. I'm not loving it. I mean, I think we plan to finish it at some point, but I don't know. I think it might just not be for me. The main characters are cool though. I like them. They're funny. All right, which way? This way, I suppose. All right, watch this. Boom. Anthem. I think it goes on for a while too, so it should be able to hit these guys. See, here's a good use of it if you're okay with standing still for a minute. Yeah, again, the damage is maybe surprisingly good on most things. So sad, Mighty Number 9 3DS is cancelled. No. So sad. Bloodstained Wii U is cancelled too. Oh yeah, wait, I forgot. I have to try the new attack that we got. What is it? This? Boom. The range seems pretty bad. Yeah, no, this is new to me, as it's probably new to you guys. Aside from all the people who have played this game in the chat, which I'm sure there are many of. Okay, please come here. I mean, that damage seemed good. I do wonder, it's possible that, like, you could maybe level it up and get more range or more damage or something. I'm not entirely sure how that works. It's... I didn't know that Maria had martial arts besides this. I kind of thought that was all she got, but good to know, I guess. Did Mighty Number 9 Wii U come out? Yeah, that one came out. Yeah, I know a lot of people played it, and a lot of people allegedly, maybe, made up stories about how it would brick your Wii U. Like, that was a rumor that went around for a while, that Mighty Number 9 Wii U could brick your Wii U. But I think eventually that was determined that people were just kind of lying. But, again, don't take that at face value. I'm not 100% sure either way. I guess if any game were the game to do it. I love Mighty Number 9. I love all bad games. They're my favorite games. I don't even think Mighty Number 9's that bad. I think it's actually pretty good for the most part. It's just, like, a handful of bad bosses. But I mean, what Mega Man-like game doesn't have a handful of bad bosses? Final boss is kind of awful, though. I won't deny. I don't hate it, but it's kind of bad. I won't lie. I would do Rise of Lyric. Yeah, I could see that game. I mean, I don't know. It's Rise of Lyric, but Sonic's still pretty high profile compared to Mighty Number 9, so I feel like it'd be a lot more outrage if that game would be bricking Wii U's. Potentially. Rise of Lyric breaks your soul. In fairness, I have not played that game for more than like 20 minutes, so I won't make judgment. I will say it doesn't look fun, but, you know, you can't judge books that you haven't read. Mighty Gunvolt Burst redeemed the series. I mean, yeah, Mighty Gunvolt Burst was pretty good. Honestly, I like Mighty Number 9 more, but it was pretty good. I think I got a little sick of that game, but I think it's also because I played as almost all the DLC characters, and by the time they released, like, the 7th one, I was like, okay, I am not going to get the rest of them, because I think I've played this game too much. So, while I say I'm kind of sick of that game, I think I kind of did it to myself, to be honest. But, you know, I enjoyed it when I was playing it. You know, it actually had reasonably priced DLC, right? A full, new character to play through the game with for, like, $2 each. They could never do that now. Alright, something tells me your judgment is gonna get much better after that point. I still have to actually play it. Play what? Mighty Number 9? You played that, if that's what you're talking about. Oh, Rise of Lyric. Yeah, good luck. Alright, enter mirror here. There he is. There it is. There they are? I'm gonna go with it, I think. No, it is many, so I guess it would be they. Alright, here we go. Hello. These guys, oh, okay, sorry, I couldn't get in. There were too many people. Sorry, the line's crowded. Can I just, I don't think you can slide into them, yeah. But they, otherwise they do just die in one hit to pretty much anything. Except, who knows, maybe in hard mode they take 25 hits each, I don't know. So this is the Legion. Pretty iconic bosses in quite a few games. Not in most of the games I've personally played. I think I think it's only been in like one game I've played, maybe. So you can see the gimmick here. It's dropping a lot of these gross zombie guys. This switch will make most of these platforms move, which will give you like different angles to attack it at, which isn't too important yet, but it may be later. So every section here, like the sides, the bottom right, bottom left, top right, and top left, all have their own health bar. And right now, things are easy, but things will happen as we start destroying health bars. But right now, you can just kind of wail on it without remorse. I love Legion, do you? Whoa, a thing happened. You don't... Whoops, I couldn't get away in time. You don't want to stand there. You'll get hit by fire. Alright, that one's broken too. I think the top is also its own hitbox. Will this hit? No, it won't. How about this? Boom, that's pretty good. Uses a lot of magic, though, so I kind of don't want to. So that's where these moving platforms come in, is that you can activate them, and you can get better angles. I guess not, in that case I can't get much of a better angle. So yeah, I mean, this boss starts out very simple. Honestly, it is a fairly simple boss, but it's gonna get more complicated. I just gotta get there first. So how are you all doing? Really is just a ball of guys. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty creepy, all things considered. This guy sure has a lot of health. Don't attack me. That would be rude and uncalled for. So yeah, once you get to like here, again, there's like the attack angles are a little more awkward. So I think I'm just gonna stand here. Hope I don't get guy ringed on me. All right, that's better. Boom, go dragon. I did say she's pretty good at hitting awkward attack angles, but it also requires me MP to do that. So I don't want to use too much of it yet. Oh, I might get hit, so I'm gonna use that. Yeah, I used that. I probably could have avoided it if I didn't use that, but I'm gonna pretend like it was useful. Boop-a-doop-boo. Okay, you might be able to just start attacking the middle to kind of speed this up. So I think I'm gonna start doing that. So there is more to this than just this this first part. It doesn't get a ton more complicated, but there is more to this. Oh, this is definitely a weird. This is probably like the weirdest boss in the game. Here we go. Hello. So this is the core. Now that the core is exposed, it'll actually start doing more, I believe. Maybe? Maybe not? Okay. That's fine. You do you, I guess. I really know what to say. Just gonna keep attacking it. So I have noticed that this is probably one of the easier bosses. Definitely the easiest DLC boss, at least. But I have noticed a lot of like worse characters seem to be pretty good for this boss. I know that sounds weird, but like I noticed Jonathan, at least when I'm playing him, struggles with this boss. But then like Charlotte's actually really good for it because she can just like melt through it with some stuff. All right, hello. Now you're awake for real. Are you actually gonna use more attacks now, or are you just no? Okay. Maybe I need to hit a certain health threshold. Oh, here we go. So then he starts doing stuff like this, like rotating lasers. You have to be real careful for that because it comes out real quick and you have to like try to be in a good position. You can have the platforms block it, but since it's always moving, it's kind of hard to reliably do that. It has one other attack besides the rotating lasers. They can be bad if they catch you off guard, but just like don't let them catch you off guard, and it's not too bad. You know, that's pretty self-explanatory. Will this hit you? No. Maybe from the lower platform it will though. Hey, it protected me. No, the platforms are in there. Oh, no, it did hit him. Okay. I'm gonna move him up just a little bit. I do like how you can like manipulate some of the terrain to make things easier. It's kind of neat. Alright, well this hit you. Oh yeah, well. There was one game where Legion dropped ketchup spaghetti. I think that was the one I played. I think. That sounds familiar. At least bosses in that game would drop some really weird stuff. Oh, I only have one high potion? Where'd they all go? Oh, here's his other attack. He does this. This one's probably more dangerous because you have to like really be on the move. I've been kind of lucky he hasn't been using it because he can just kind of use it whenever he wants. Like so. So I think we're gonna be fine. Maybe. I thought I had more potions. I guess I didn't. Did I? I don't remember using them, but I guess I must have. I definitely should have equipped more, but I think, again, this is one of the easier bosses, so I think we're gonna be okay. Can't imagine he has a ton of health left, but we'll see. I guess I can try that new thing. Actually, I don't think that new thing will ever hit him. Unless I can use it in the air, let's see. No, it doesn't appear like I can. I'd love to be like, so how's your guys' day going? And just kind of read up on what y'all are doing, but unfortunately I do still need to focus a decent amount, so I can't exactly be doing that. Dies from cute persons. Legion dies of cuteness. Unfortunately we have to sing a lot because there's a lot of people here, so they all need to be able to hear us. We were talking about inti crates. That's basically how Gunvolt works, apparently. So that everyone dies from a cute person singing. Boop-a-doo. Legion, I think we... Listen, buddy and pal. I know we're not buddies or pals, but listen, I think it's clear you've lost. So I'd really appreciate if you just, like, forfeit. Okay, thank you. You know what? I appreciate that. We are buddies and pals now. That was all it took. I'm hitting this just for fun. Alright, and that was that. That was that level, and Maria. I like her. Again, she's not she's still not particularly complicated. There's not a ton to her. I guess there's some stuff I could still unlock, seemingly. But I do enjoy her. Alright, sorry. Small distraction. Alright, well, that was that. Let me buy more high potions before I forget. You definitely chug through them a lot faster. Oh yeah, I just had one equipped. Oops. I don't know how that happened. Legion's your buddy, pal. They are now. Save film. Oh yeah, you can save replays in this game, but like only sometimes. And why only sometimes? I don't know. I really thought it was like a time limit thing for a while, but that was almost 25 minutes, so I don't know. I don't know how this game works. I've only played it for like a billion hours. Alright, so next we're gonna be going with Richter Belmont. Once again, the third Belmont-like character. Just want to make sure he actually has his stuff equipped this time. I'm not sure if he did or not. Let's go. Chapter 9, Lord of Flies. Sorry. I usually take a little bit of a water break when I'm when it's loading like that. Alright, Richter Belmont. He is a Belmont. Here he is. This stage is also from Symphony of the Night, so even though it had to wait till DLC, Symphony of the Night did get 2 stages, like most of the other games. Dawn got 3, because it's special, but, you know, I guess that just means Aria of Sorrow didn't get any, technically. So yeah, Richter, he is about what you would expect. He has a whip. He whips. And he's a Belmont. You probably know him from games such as Castlevania Symphony of the Night and Castlevania Smash Brothers. And apparently not Rondo of Blood, because apparently a lot of people don't know that one. Lord of the Flies. No, not Lord of the Flies. Lord of Flies. But you're allowed to be mistaken. It's okay. Of course, we can dangle the whip. We can't throw it in other directions as Julius can. It's only straight on. Even Jonathan could like do it diagonally downwards at least, but Richter is not allowed. So what does Richter have that makes him special? Well, of course he has sub-weapons, so I have some that Julius and Jonathan could have used, but I haven't yet, so I'll show them. The knife! The classic one that no one likes. It's still not great. It is low magic, but doesn't do much damage and is not really worth it. We have the Ricochet Rock. I might have showed this one off. I don't really remember. It bounces off surfaces. In cramped places, it's a lot better. In halls like this, it's not as great, but it's fun. Is that Richter from the hit game series Super Smash Bros? See, I knew someone was gonna say it. I called you out probably before you even got here, potentially. Can you do 1,000 knives? Oh, yeah, see, so Richter, you know, everyone knows his signature thing. Item crashes, where you use your sub-weapons and lots of magic and/or hearts to do a super attack. That's not in this game. No, they just didn't put it in. I don't know why. Julius also probably could have had it, because he uses Grand Cross, but I know it's especially a Richter thing, so I don't know why I don't know, they really should have given that to him. I know this is breakable. I think there's just like something random in here. Or there's nothing. Okay, there it is. That makes more sense. He whips, but does he? Oh my gosh. Alright, so what else do we have? Oh, that's the Forest Alucard ran through at high speed. I know what you're talking about, even though I still haven't played that one. I own it now. Still haven't played it yet, though. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's cool. Hello. I'm just gonna boop-a-doop-boo. What else do we have? We have Holy Water, which I believe Julius had. And we have the axe. And, alright, so when I said I'm gonna showcase new sub-weapons, I meant the knife. And I think that's it, because I think I have showed off the Ricochet Rock. I think that's all I have left to show off, so, yeah, Richter doesn't have too much exclusive to himself, but I've been a little facetious. He does still have something. He has a couple of martial arts exclusive to himself. He has the spin kick. He starts off with this, you know, very quick kick forward, and he bounces off anything he hits. It's actually quite good. The damage is good. It even gives you a little horizontal boost, which can save you in a pinch. bounces you off things so you can get away from danger. It's maybe not special enough to be like character defining, which is bad since it's one of the only things Richter has to himself, but it's good. I did enjoy playing through the game and trying to find excuses to use this at the very least. He also has, be surprised, the uppercut. Wait, hold on. I might need to ask for a second. I feel a sneeze coming on, so I'm preparing for it just in case. Yeah, no item crashes. So I'm complaining about Richter a lot. He's fine. He really is fine. It's just like with Jonathan and Julius already in the game, he kind of feels redundant. Now, I'll be honest, I don't 100% know the DLC schedule, so maybe Richter came out before Julius. Is this a multiplayer thing? Yeah. Maybe Richter came out before Julius, but I don't believe he did. Either way, Julius is just the more interesting of the two, I think. Okay, so he has that. He has the uppercut, which is the same as the other two people who had it. It's not particularly great. And then, this is fun. He also has, hold on, you have to unlock this, but he has this. This is a fun move. I enjoy this. I don't think it's very good in the way of damage, but it's good in the way of fun. Okay, well the damage isn't bad, but then it spits you out into the enemy, so you probably don't really want to use it. Wow, this shreds these guys. Slogra, the iconic enemy that everyone knows. Everyone knows him. I promise. Some people don't believe it. I might be having a fake conversation. I feel like I had this conversation with one of you, and I might just be making it up. Spin kick. So yeah, that's, now I'm done being facetious. As far as I know, that's all Richter has to himself. It's just the spin kick, and then this. And then, again, the sub-weapons, but a bunch of other characters have that. I think this is useless to me, because oh no, I needed to open that door. But I need to go around to avoid the fire. Woo! So yeah, that's kind of all he has to him. So he's, like, fine. But if you're gonna play as him, I feel like you might as well play as Julius to have better whipping capabilities, or Jonathan just to use more fun sub-weapons. But if you really like the spin kick, honestly, that's fair. I do enjoy using it. It's really not bad. Yeah, let's restock on high potions. I'm not wrong, right? Like, that is all he has, yeah. I mean, maybe you can unlock more stuff. Who knows? I just unlocked something from Maria I didn't even know was in the game. But if I've played for as long as I have, and I haven't unlocked it yet, then I feel confident in saying you probably won't have it either, at least for a very long time. So you get the Cube of Zoe that was named after the translator's daughter. I was about to say, that sounds like a very strange name, but I guess that would explain why. So yeah, I brought the knife just to show it off, but I'm not gonna use it. It's not good. And I didn't use the cross because it's too good, I guess. So I'm stuck with the Ricochet Rock and the Holy Water. The Holy Water is pretty good. I mean, the Axe is good too, but, you know, more situational than those. So I was saying before, the last chapter and this chapter are the two I remember the least. I really don't remember this chapter. I don't know why. I have played it a decent amount, but I don't know. This one's kind of a blank in my mind. It's kind of just like, I don't mean this in a bad way. It's kind of just like a generic Dracula's castle location, like you know, and that's like a lot of what the rest of the game is. But it is it is still like cool looking. I do like it. It just doesn't stick in my memory as much as the other ones. When is Knife ever good? You could make it good in Harmony of Dissonance, not Despair, Harmony of Dissonance, and Lament of Innocence. Say that 5 times fast. Harmony of Dissonance and Lament of Innocence. You could make it good in those, but then it was still outclassed by most things. So, never. Oh man, Shinoa and or Julius exclusive path. What a shame. Had to get a cough drop. I don't think you missed anything too interesting. I was just complaining about Richter being just okay. If I was Julius, I could 100% jump up to that. Is that Rapunzel in the window? That's pretty cool. Good for her. I hope she's doing alright. But yeah, no item crashes. Very much a shame. I don't need that because I'm full, so I'll save it. I don't need to go this way because I just went this way. The axe doesn't... the axe, like, only sometimes goes through ceilings. I don't know why. These guys are funny. You know, when they turn red, they're scary. Ooh. Oh, they can be annoying if you don't have a good weapon. That's the thing, all the characters who use whips, you know, Jonathan, Julius, Richter, you can compare them between each other, but they're all good. The whip is, like, the best weapon in the game, you know, as it probably should be. So even though Richter can't fling the whip in other directions, it's still really good on its own. Do I want to go this way? I guess so. It is still really good, for sure. Like, I won't knock it. I think Richter is a good character. I guess, like I say, like a lot of characters in this game, I just wish he was a little more interesting. But it's alright. It is Richter. He is, maybe the third most iconic character in this game. Because I'd say Alucard's probably above him. And then, a certain Retro Man is also above him. One who shall not be named quite yet, but soon. Can I do this for fun? Woo, for fun! For fun. Ow, that wasn't fun. I'm not as confident about this one. I'm just gonna be less fun about it. Simon used a sword in Haunted Castle that was stronger than the whip. That's awesome. Treason. But yeah, no, Richter's awesome. Like, Julius is cooler, let's be honest, but Richter is very cool on his own. I do like him. I mean, Julius was kind of made to be super cool, to make you want to use him, and then be sad when you can't. And then be happy when you can again. That probably made no sense, but don't worry about it. I wish I had the cross. It would make very short work of these. Actually, with the Holy Water doing that much damage, I can't really complain. So you know what? I'll take it back. I shall take it back. Yay, knife. If the knife costs like 2 MP, it might not be too bad. But for 10? No. No thank you. I'll spend the extra little bit to use something else. Stop being invincible while you phase change. You're not a boss. You can't do that. That's cheating. This guy doesn't become invincible when he's phase changing. Like Richter's redone sprite in Saturn Symphony that never returned. That sounds interesting. I might have to remember to look that up later. If I don't forget. Did I just catch you having fun in Castlevania? Oh no, he's on to me. Alright, so this is kind of funny. Oh wait, hold on, we're not quite there yet. In a second we will be. This is kind of funny. If you, fall here, it's a long way down. So I'm gonna hope to try to not mess this up. So here we go. Oh, I'm just reading some of the comments right now. Yeah, the spellbook's orbs in HOD Lament of Innocence are powered up. Yeah, they're pretty good. For anyone who cares, I've played Lament of Innocence on the same console, by the way. It was part of the reason why I wanted to borrow this console. And I really liked it. It's like, it's not an amazing game. It's probably like a 6 out of 10 game, to be honest. It's really just fine. But I don't know, something about it really resonated with me specifically. So like, while I wouldn't especially recommend it to people, I think it's worth a play. I enjoyed it a lot. And then I played its sort of sequel, Curse of Darkness, and I don't want to talk about it. I guess I missed a section over here. I could run through like the whole level again to show you guys, but I think if you like look at it with your eyes, you can kind of get a feeling of what it would look like. I don't think it's worth it to go for those 2 treasure chests. Now if I fall, I'm gonna have to, so we will see. Can you do the up Hadoken command that became Richter's smash dash attack? I don't believe so. Again, perhaps it's a thing that you can unlock. As far as I know, it's just the uppercut, this, and the spin kick. And the spin kick doesn't even count, it's just you press R1 for it. The return of Walt. He wishes he could return. He should have been in this game. That would have been awesome. I would have loved. We have all these iconic characters, and then in DLC you get Walter. I would have paid to play as Maxim from Harmony of Dissonance. That would have been awesome. That guy's sprite might look like not the best, but I don't care. Anyway, so your reward for going back through this death trap, kinda. Twinbee! Whoa, a reference I know. Take that, Vic 13. Love that guy. Alright, so that was that. I'm trying to figure out where exactly is it I'm going. I think I kind of know, but I want to make sure. Walter walked so Dracula could slowly teleport. Hey, Walter could slowly teleport too. Don't take away his thunder. I'm glad someone... I'm glad knowing some of the only people in existence who know who Walter is. I liked him. It's just like, you know, when your kind of direct competition is Dracula in the iconography department, you're not winning it. Like, as a character, he was totally fine, but, I mean, I don't blame people for not knowing who he is. Capsule J! Alright, did we go this way? Oh yeah, I was gonna say no, because that treasure chest is unopened, but that's because I'm not Shinoa or Julius. So, gotta be careful here, try not to touch the fire if possible. Gotta be careful, alright. Do I want that chest? Will it make me go through half the stage again? It's seeming like the answer's probably. I'm still deciding. Now what the heck? Let's go for it. Dracula was a ripoff all along. Teleports. Yeah, you see, part of the magic is that you need to be evil laughing to teleport, or else it won't work. That's just how it is. Alright, yeah, I mean, I guess I'm glad I went this way because we haven't been here. But yeah, it is sad. Again, I'm, like, into Castlevania. I've played, maybe half the games is overestimating it, but I've played, like, a fair amount of the game, so I was like, ooh, a Castlevania crossover game sounds awesome, and then it's all games I haven't played yet. I mean, a lot of the games I know, but I have not played pretty much any of them, so I was like, darn. It's a shame. Excuse me. Love how this is just consistent logic across everything. What, being able to laugh? To teleport? All evil people can teleport. I really like the ending song of Curse of Darkness. It's like a sequel to I Am the Wind. I'm gonna have to listen to it because I don't remember. I didn't hate Curse of Darkness. Oh, I mean... No, yeah, I think I did. I gotta be honest with myself. I was enjoying it at parts, but man, it's like... It's a lot. It's like... It's really boring. Maybe that's what I get for playing Lament of Innocence, and then like, I played a bunch of Lament of Innocence, and then I, like, kind of tried to marathon Curse of Darkness. It's a long game with, like, very little happening. I like the story, I like the characters. The bosses and music are the two things it does way better than Lament of Innocence. I think most of the bosses are really cool, and the music's great, while Lament of Innocence was just kind of, like, okay. But the gameplay, man, I don't love it. The characters are cool, though. I like them. I wish they were in this, but I know that's not really feasible. Alright, yeah, unspoken rule of fiction, evil people can teleport. It's true. Just like Kingdom Hearts, like, there's nothing really stopping the main characters from teleporting, it's just they're not evil, so they don't want to. Alright, here we go. The boss. This is Beelzebub, or however you want to pronounce it. He creates bugs, because he is the Lord of Flies, as you may have once heard. So he will circle them around him for a very, very long time, and then eventually send them at you. It gives you a lot of time to just kind of attack him. Probably too much time. I'm going to assume maybe on hard mode he gives you significantly less time. Nice 1 damage from the knife. I can always count on the knife. It's very consistent, if nothing else. So yeah, I mean, it's at least this part of the fight's mostly just kind of attacking him, and then his pieces fall off, and then when the bugs start to close in, you want to try to get away. I think you can kill them, but it's not really worth trying to do, in my opinion. Whoops, well that's not good. But I mean, it could have been worse. Hate this guy. I don't even know what game he is or isn't in. I wish I had the cross, you know, that would make this really easy. I could just kind of get him from here. Yeah, the bugs have a lot of health. It really isn't worth it to try to kill them. See, they can catch you off guard. I guess I'll go for his arm here because I have a good way to hit it. Yeah, aside from the axe, my sub-weapons aren't doing too much. I don't want to underestimate him, because I don't think he's particularly dangerous, but, you know, if I underestimate him, I'm gonna lose. Ooh, that was close. Spin kick! Yeah! I love the spin kick. I love how it's stronger than the legendary vampire killer. It's awesome. Alright, I'll just, boop. And then I'm gonna... I think the bugs are easier to dodge on this side, because that right side's like a bit of a maze. But you also kind of need to go over there to hit the guy, is kind of the issue. I mean, I can hit part of him from here. It's kind of creepy how he, like, breaks apart as you're fighting him. Yeah, sorry, I, like, especially can't read chat during boss fights, just because, like... I mean, I guess I could. There's not much happening in this phase. In fairness, can I uppercut him? Maybe? Ooh, I can uppercut him. Wait, this isn't terrible. I mean, well, I don't want to do it when the bugs are around, because it's gonna hurt me. So the axe is probably still better, but I can do it, and that's pretty cool. It's not a terrible option. And the MP, for the MP cost, this probably is worth the damage. And then I'll just attack this here while the bugs swarm around. Look at that, guys! The first recorded use of the uppercut. Because I've tried with all the characters to find good uses for it, and I never can. Unless it's an enemy directly above you that dies in one hit. It's usually not a good idea to use it. This guy definitely does more. I don't know when. I guess I just have to, like, break more of his parts first. A friendly reminder that the game really wants you to be playing this multiplayer, so there would be, like, up to, you know, anywhere from, like, 2 to 6 other people attacking this guy. So if these bosses feel like they take a while, it's because, I guess I'm not playing the game the intended way. Anyway, Gremory attack. That's right. This person stole from Gremory. Yep. Definitely. Boom. These attacks are a bit more difficult to dodge. Oh, that one lagged the game a little bit. Kind of just want to, like, go where the where the bugs have already been, because they probably won't circle back there, from what I know, from what I've noticed. I'm not an expert on how it works, but... And then you can jump off them in an emergency, if you think you're gonna get hit. Use another potion just in case. Boop. Hello there. It reminds me of that one boss, what was it, from Dawn of Sorrow, I think? The conductor boss. I don't know if that guy, like, stole his tricks from this guy, maybe? I'm not entirely sure. Maybe they're the same guy, but just, like, different forms. I'm honestly not sure. You guys who know can tell me. But that conductor guy was cool. This guy is a little less cool, but he's fine. I do think both him and Legion are fairly simple for DLC bosses. I mean, they can rough you up. Their damage output isn't bad, but they're not that bad. You probably will. If you've beaten base game Dracula, you can beat Beelzebub or Legion. They're not nearly as bad. Here I am losing though. I mean, I think he's almost dead. He's not in great shape right now. Oops. See, that's why you don't always want to kick. It's not reliable. You could fall in between the bugs. I'm insulting this guy. I'm about to lose to him. Oh, well. So much for that. Alright. That was that. I think Abaddon's the real Lord of Flies. It's just someone being consumed by them. Oh, okay. So Abaddon is the guy I was talking about then. I guess that makes sense. Alright. And that's that for that. So I think we're going to take a quick, maybe like 2-3 minute long intermission. It'll be short. It won't be longer than 5 minutes. And then we are going... It's finally time for what everyone was waiting for. The retro approaches. Be ready. with that, I'm back. I won't lie, had a small issue with the with the capture card after I left. So you still see everything? May or may not have fallen a little bit. So everything's still look good. You guys still see it? Hopefully, it looks good to me. Right? Yeah. Okay. All right. So here he is, Simon Belmondo. Also, I believe this is Simon from specifically Castlevania 2, which is nice. I don't know if the rest of these are references. I don't know, but I do like that. Okay, cool. Looks and sounds good. So Simon Belmont, he sure exists. Did I buy potions? I think I did, but good to be paranoid. Okay, good. All right, and he, of course, shall be making his way through Chapter 10, Origins. Here we go. Here it is. The retro is here. There's no escape from it. I am Simon Belmondo. So this is Simon from Castlevania, and this stage is from Castlevania. This is the other game I've played. If you hit your head on this archway, you get money for it. That's pretty cool. Origins. That's so retro. Next time I flip through the pages of a novel, I'm gonna call it loading. Yeah, I like that. So here it is. This is the origin. You know, the origin. So Simon. I mean, it's hard to tell with the scaling of everything right now. Simon here is smaller than all the other characters we've seen up till now. So you know that helps with his hitbox. His special properties are that he has a whip. He can use sub-weapons, which we'll see in a minute, and he's strong. That's it. He's, you know, I said there were too many whip characters, or at least I was implying it. There are, because Simon's yet another one, and his gimmick, it's just that he's way strong. His attacks do a lot of damage. He is good. Don't get me wrong. It makes him really good. You can't really tell, but the enemies in this stage, specifically, tend to be really strong. So Simon kind of makes quick work of them. Other characters have trouble with it. I will show a different character in this stage just for a minute when we're finished with it, just to show what it looks like, the clash between retro and not as retro. But yeah. Tracks with retro Simon, harming distance, boss rush, having a stronger whip. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. So, do we fight the giant bat? Do we? Here it is. The Phantom Bat. Whoa. It's, you know, it is what it is. So we're going to ignore him for a minute, and we're going to go through this breakable wall. We're going to go out of bounds. Well, for destroying this breakable wall, you get a crown. Pretty cool. But that's not what we're actually doing over here. So there's some treasure. Of course, if you have Shinoa, you can get it pretty easily. But how do you get it if you're not Shinoa? If only there was someone that you could, take that, and that, and that. Yeah, so Simon, for some reason, Charlotte and Yoko can't do the dive kick, but Simon can. I wouldn't have been surprised if they didn't give it to him, but they did. Anyway, yeah, you really want to kill this guy. You can ignore him, but he will hound you for like the entire rest of the level. So just do it. There we go. So now see, here's the thing. I'm making fun of the whole retro thing, but if it's done poorly, then it's fun to make fun of it. But I actually think this is a case of they did it quite well, because I feel like any other game, it would have been like a recreation of Castlevania Stage 1, and then like maybe the final boss, and then that's it. But no, we are going. There's a lot to this chapter. This is the one chapter where genuinely we gotta hurry, because the 30-minute time limit can come into play. It shouldn't, because like I said, Simon's really strong, so we kill enemies really fast, so it should be fine. But especially for other characters, you have to hustle. This is not just a recreation of Stage 1, this is like sort of a recreation of all of Castlevania 1. Like, you go through miniature versions of every level, and that I really respect. So as much as I'm making fun of the whole retro thing, I really like it. This is one of my favorite stages in the game, because I think they did it really well. Look, we got a R meat strip. I wonder what the R stands for. Oh, I'm stoned. Alright, there are a lot of breakables, which is pretty cool. This stuff is Origins, just like the Batman game. Yeah, they put the entire game in one map. It's not literally the entire game of Castlevania 1, but it's like quite a decent amount of it. So I think it's pretty cool. This DLC stage gets my stamp of approval mostly. There's one part of it I don't like, and we shall see it at the end. How exciting! Retro meat. Yeah, it's probably not good by now. I haven't shown off the sub weapons. I'll do it after this next room. But what could be in the next room? Oh my goodness! It's the Queen Medusa. Because those are Medusa. This is Queen Medusa. You see. Everyone knows that. Take this, Medusa, Queen. I'm sorry, I got your name wrong. Please forgive me. So yeah, no, like, again, not just the giant bat. There are a lot of bosses in this chapter, and if you don't do a ton of damage like Simon does, they can take you a while. Those are some hunchbacks. Careful of them, they're very annoying. They never came back in any other game as far as I know, though. They were, like, replaced. I don't know why. Hunchbacks are pretty iconic. Have I not, like, taken damage yet? Oh, no, I grabbed some food. No, rare meat. Calm down. Yeah. Oh, whoops. If you jump on that candle, you can get to that treasure chest. But we can finagle our way up there if we try. Hold on. Come here. Come here. I believe in you. Oops. We really don't necessarily have the time to be doing shenanigans like this, but listen. I've had to play this stage a lot, okay? Let me have it. This stage is hard, I promise. When you go through this stage as other characters who aren't Simon, and you're doing, like, it takes you, like, 5 hits to kill one of these birds, it really makes you appreciate what Simon actually went through in Castlevania 1. You kind of start to realize, like, wow, that guy actually had to do a lot, huh? Alright. Oh, yeah, so the sub-weapons, of course. We've got all the classics. We've got the knife. And we've got the axe. And that's it. Nothing else. We have the knife and the axe. Alright, sorry. Their official names are R.knife and R.axe, you see. They are different from the other knife and axe, where the R knife, the damage isn't terrible. It could just be a Simon thing, but the damage isn't terrible. And it only costs, look at that, I think 4 MP, maybe 3. Finally! That's like all it needed to be kind of worth using sometimes. It still, kind of pales in comparison to the cross, but it's not too bad, honestly. There are use cases for it. And the R-axe, it has a different travel arc than the other axe. It might be hard to tell without actually playing, but it doesn't go as far. It has like a shallower trajectory. So it's better in some cases. I think generally, the normal axe is better, but there are times where you want the R axe. Scientists still don't know what the R stands for, though. They've been debating about it for years. I wonder, maybe it's like rotten axe? No, that'd be weird. Maybe like renewed axe, because it's famous? Well, sorry, I moved the camera by accident. No, I don't know. Also, famous is not the right word that I was looking for, but it's the one that I said, so, you know. Can I not get up here? Okay, I knew I could. It just kind of wasn't working. No clock. It's just knife and axe. Well, there are other R items. The knife and axe are ones you can buy from the shop. So actually, Jonathan, Julius, and Richter all could have used the R knife and R axe. I just didn't give it to them. Right here is a funny secret. Ooh, invisible ground. Except when the invisible ground goes away and you have to jump quickly. And if you fall, you have to take a long walk of shame all the way back up. So try not to. But yeah, so any of the other whip users could have used the R knife and R axe. I just, thought it made sense to save it for now. Again, I'll show it off on another character briefly though. These are the Mummy Man, and there's 2 Mummy Mans, as you do. I'm just gonna pretend like I don't have any other sub weapons because these 2 are the only 2 I need. There are other ones. There is an R boomerang and an R firebomb. But unfortunately, the method of getting them, I'll just tell you, you have to kill the boss of this chapter as Simon. Well, actually, I don't know if you have to be Simon. You might not have to be. You just have to be one of the whip users who can use them, I think. You have to kill this boss and then just hope that you get the tiny chance. Whoa! Well, we defeated the mummy man, but we fell into the dastardly pit trap, and now we're underground. Yeah, no, like, this level really goes places. It's honestly really cool for what it is. I kind of like it. Race and axe. Ooh, I like that. Race and... I don't know... Maybe you can explain it. Why do they call her that? The Ray apostrophe Seth? Because I know that refers to not the Raisin everyone thinks about, but it's the other one, the blue-haired Raisin that's, like, a fake character. She, I say that lovingly, I like her, but she doesn't have a real name. She's just Raisin too. If you know why they call her that, I would like to know. I am curious. Or if it's just a thing that people do. Richter knife, Rumpelstiltskin, rusty axe. I like all these guesses. Well, I don't super need it, but I'll grab another potion. Whoops, don't want to change the rest of my equipment. Oh yeah, so yeah, you have to kill the boss of this chapter and then just hope that it drops the R boomerang or R firebomb. There might be, no, I think that's it. And you know, it's not very likely. Oh yeah, at the end of last chapter, stream, sorry, not chapter, at the end of last stream, we actually killed Dracula with Soma and got the Dracula soul, which, you know, aside from probably being like blasphemous in the lore, was really cool. And I was like, wow, I've never seen that. So I looked up what the chance of getting that was. Apparently it was a 0.3% chance that we happened to get that at the end of last stream. So you know what? Even though I died once on that chapter, I'm kind of happy I did if it meant I got to reroll my RNG and actually get that soul, because that was pretty exciting. Because aside from the first boss, which was Gurgoth, I haven't gotten any other boss souls as Soma. So to get Dracula's was really cool. I am very curious what Menace's soul would be, because that also is illegal according to the lore. You definitely shouldn't, Menace definitely shouldn't have a soul to give you. You should have a few more than one. So I do wonder what that does. I could have just looked it up, but I didn't. I'm not sure about the apostrophe specifically, just to avoid mixing them up. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I expected. I just didn't know if there was like some deeper reason. I figured if anyone knew, you might know, since you said it. Hello, birds. Oh yeah, I can mention that. So the red hair Simon. So yeah, this is part of that era where they were giving Simon red hair. I've said my piece on this before. I'll say it again. I do like the art and the design. I do like how it looks. I just don't like the fact that, you know, it's Simon. He's a pre-established character who's been around for so long. Like, I don't love pretending that he had red hair. I'd rather they just make a new character and make him look like that. I'd be fine with that because I like the design. It's just weird to me that they would give it to Simon. That being said, he probably should have had a red hair costume in like Smash Bros or something. You actually can get Dracula's soul in Aria? Wait, really? That feels illegal. Like, you shouldn't be allowed to. But okay, that's interesting. Alright, next, who do we have here? We have, that's right, it's the Creature. Everyone knows him, he's famous. So the Creature, he's pretty funny. So he has this hunchback that's helping him out. The hunchback is unkillable until you've killed the Creature. So he's just gonna be hopping around trying to annoy you, shooting stuff at you. If you hit him, he starts flashing and he can't do anything for a little bit. So that's your time to unload on the Creature. When he starts doing that, he's gonna run at you, so you want to be careful. They're not too complicated, but you do have to keep an eye on the hunchback, because he can be pretty annoying. Also, the Creature can like hide in the corner like he just did there. If they bunch up, it's pretty nice though, because then you can hit both of them at once. And there we go. Chronicles. I did play Chronicles. I stole this PlayStation 3 specifically to play 3 games, and they've all been mentioned. This game, Lament of Innocence, and Chronicles. Chronicles was cool. The original mode was a little annoying because for half the game, for like the second half of the game, everything will kill you in 4 hits, and there's very limited healing. So the difficulty gets a little absurd by the end. Also, you fight Medusa. I usually love Medusa, but her fight in that is you were not built to be able to dodge her attacks, so I don't really know what you're meant to do. But if you play on the arranged mode, then the difficulty's more fair, and then I think it's quite a good, like, classic Vania game. I liked it quite a bit. It's supposed to be Igor. Well, yeah, probably. I assume that Hunchback is meant to be Igor, but I don't have an official source on that, so I can't just say his name wrong. I would never do that. I haven't done that for probably like half the other enemies in this game. Listen, this level's special. It's really cool, and I just want to give it its dues. That was the word I was gonna say that started with R, definitely. Here's the iconic axe guys. Oh, they're dead already. Again, trust me, I promise you, this stage is a lot harder with most of the characters. Most characters will be doing like 6 damage to those guys, and it takes forever to kill them. Original movie's very hard, yeah. I have actually read Frankenstein, like the actual real thing. It wasn't my favorite. It was kind of really boring, and I won't lie, there were a couple parts I started skimming. Not that I wanted to, just my eyes would start like glazing over, and I'd be like, oh whoops, I missed that last paragraph. Do I want to reread it? Not really. But they were interesting ideas, and you know, the creature himself is more interesting than depictions really ever give him. Like, he's a lot smarter, and it's like kind of creepy, like he's meant to be. So, you know, I'll give it kudos for that, I suppose. Oh, original mode. I don't know why I thought you said original movie. I was like, are you talking about like the original Frankenstein movie or something? Yeah, no, the original mode's very hard. But the arranged mode is cool. I like that. You can play the soundtrack with different MIDI modules. I don't think I realized that. I did notice there was like, there was the arranged mode soundtrack. They were both good. I think I preferred the original soundtrack, but I haven't really listened to them outside of the game, so I couldn't say for sure. Gosh, this stage in the original game is a pain. Here, it's not too bad. R bench. But yeah, we're still going. You know, it's been, the timer's more than halfway done, and we are still going. Like I said, this is by far the longest stage in this game, especially if you're going for secrets and stuff, but even if not, there's a lot to do. You know, there's a ton of bosses to fight. And speaking of, we have one coming up very shortly. I wonder who it could be. Whoa, an axe? Ew! That's not the right kind of axe. Get that out of here. No, not another one. We only use R axes in this household. Alright, who could this possibly be? That's right, you know him, you love him. It's the Grim Reaper! Ah, the Grim Reaper. He's iconic. It's also a shame he never came back. I wonder if he was in Castlevania 2, or if he was replaced by that other guy, I'm not sure. But yeah, the Grim Reaper, he is honestly probably easier here than he is in the original game. He kind of just likes to bounce around. You can destroy his sides when he throws them at you, of course. Maybe they're sickles, I don't care. But you see, he plays fair. If you stay in the arena, he will stay in the arena with you like this and just keep bouncing around. But if you're like, I'm gonna go somewhere, I'm actually leaving the arena, not only will he just keep spawning sickles near you, he'll chase you out of the arena, he doesn't care. He judges you for cheating. In fact, he seems to spawn them a lot more often if you're outside of the arena, which I kind of didn't realize, but it's kind of to an overwhelming amount. So I think he really wants you to stay in the boss arena. Like, he made it super comfy for you. I mean, look at the floors and the walls. They kind of look like plush. So I feel like he made this like extra comfy for your battle. He has like 7 billion health, and when I say that there's a good chance you run out of time in this stage, I think it's like half his fault, because he does not die. I mean, I guess it makes sense. He is the Grim Reaper. He makes other people die. He doesn't want to die himself. Definitely. I have to say, 8-bit Simon is very funny. Alright, there we go. His, like, he gets, like, funny backstep and, like, kick attacks. What the? Is that the Phantom Bat? It's returned. Well, once again, if you use his head as a springboard, you can go cool. Well, you can go quite out of bounds. You can go up here. See you later. I'm gonna just do this to kind of speed things up, because I don't want to run out of time. That would be pretty embarrassing. Axe body spray, disgusting. And here's how you get a secret treasure chest. There's not much else over here. There's some candles down there. You can't, like, walk off the screen, unfortunately. So you may remember what I said about Mr. Phantom Bat earlier, and that applies to this one too. He will hound you throughout the entire stage. This one has a lot less health than the original one did, though, so it shouldn't take very long to kill him. Maybe they were one and the same in Castlevania 2. Perhaps they might have been. That's a fair point. I don't think they've decided yet. What the? Another Phantom Bat. So you see, the joke here in the original game is just that you kind of run through here and ignore these guys if possible, just to get to the end of the stage quickly. But once more, last time I'll say it, they will follow you for the whole stage. Maybe if you make it to the boss, they stop following you. I think I tested that once, and that was my conclusion. I'm not 100% sure on that. But yeah, no, you really just have to kill all of them. Thankfully, again, they don't have a ton of health, but it's a little annoying. Also, if you go down here, whoa, yet another secret. Nothing much of interest over here. This is more of a, if you fall, you have to come back up zone. Well, I wouldn't say I love him. What? You love the Grim Reaper. He's awesome in every game he's in. Especially, his awesome boss fight in Lament of Innocence. Oh, wait, sorry, that was a different guy. Never mind. And also, that boss fight was anything but awesome. It's fine. Alright, so we're gonna go down there in a minute. I just want to defeat these skeletons because they're kind of a pain. Alright, so here is where you unlock your Dark Souls shortcut. You see, you open this gate, and then swoop, swoo, all the way down here. That's where the books are. Hooray! So this is where you can restock. And you can ride the elevator all the way back up. We're going fairly fast, and we're already kind of tight on time, so I'm gonna try to speed it up even more. Deadly Tempest! Minions! Love that guy. I mean, who doesn't? I think we just established who probably doesn't, but you know. Simon, don't be edgy like that. That's it. Simon, say something funny. Oh, Simon, you are such a jokester. Oh, Simon Belmondo always makes me laugh with his retro-ness. Listen, I'm just doing... I don't care about retro. I'm doing it for the bit because I have some friends who have strong feelings on all things retro, especially something like Bloodstained Curse of the Moon, where something's being retro on purpose and arguably making the game worse for it. Not even a random 8-bit sound effect. Nope, just mute. Part of me does feel like some of this DLC was just like, you know, you don't need a voice actor, you have a lot of the sprites already, but that's like the cynical part of me, because the other part of me is saying, hey, this chapter's really cool, and really long, and has a lot of content, so I am not upset about it. Anyway, here we are. Ooh, there's no secret staircase, if you were wondering. I know. Hello? And who else would it be at the top? Except, that's right, it's the Count! So yeah, the Count is definitely different from when you've last seen him. Well, not really, it's still the same patterns, you know, but now he shoots his fireballs in a crazy pattern, so you kind of don't want to be too far away from him. You want to stay near him, or else they will hit you. And you see, even with Simon's pretty crazy damage, we're doing 12 per hit. So remember what I said about Miss Ashtart, the Pharaoh lady, about how she has a ton of defense and it makes fighting her kind of hard? Take that and multiply it by like 3 for this guy. Whoops, I forgot he was doing the one attack that he has. So yeah, take that and multiply it, because he has a lot of defense. Even Simon's not doing much damage. It is not an uncommon occurrence that you will get to him and your characters will do 1 or 2 damage, and you will inevitably 100% time out. He does that. He has his own backstep. That's pretty cool. He does that if you get too far behind him as, like, punishment, I guess. But sometimes he also just uses it for fun. So just don't get too far behind him. But yeah, the damage is insane. Like, you really have to have a real strong holy attack or just be really strong to do any damage to him at all. Which is why there are plenty of characters I just never beat the stage with, because I'm like, I can't bring it. I've tried, but I can't bring it to myself to, like, grind Charlotte enough to make her strong enough. I don't even know how I would if I wanted to. So yeah, this is the main reason this stage takes so long, because it's already a long stage. And then, well, I wasn't that far behind you, guy. Come on. It's already a long stage, and then you have this really, really long boss fight at the end of it. I'm trying to use my R axes to make it go a little faster, but they're only helping so much. This is honestly one fight where I think, instead of bringing HP restore, MP restore might not be a terrible idea. It's kind of unsafe to do, but, you know, you could do it, just to be able to spam stronger attacks more often. Whoops. But I'm not that confident, so I upgrade HP. We're still going. We only got 5 minutes left. Please hurry up. Is he gonna backstep into me? No. He just was pretending. Oh, the Count. Love that guy. The timer's absolutely your worst enemy. Again, it's rare you'll time out in any other stage. This one, it will definitely happen. Also, our MP's not looking great. Please, please, go a little bit faster. I don't want to lose. If I lose, I can't. This other stages maybe. This stage is so long I can't play through all of it again. We won. What? We didn't win? He's still alive? That's right. The Count's not down for the count yet. So be really careful. He does like 7 billion damage because of course he does. You still have to attack his head. That was how it was in Castlevania 1. Even his super monster form, you still had to aim for the head. Other games usually did away with that, but that's how it was back then. It really confused me when I played Castlevania 1 because I assumed that wasn't the case. So I was really confused why I wasn't hurting him. When I say he does a lot of damage, when he does that weird flapping thing, that does a lot of damage, so don't get hit by that. Otherwise, he mostly just kind of jumps at you. Well, sometimes he does that flapping thing, which you really don't want to get hit by. Does this do any damage? Not really. Oops, I used a banned move. Oh yeah, wait, I have those. Maybe I should be using those actually. I totally forgot I even had them. I will consider it. But this attack is the one you gotta watch out for, just because, like, you have to get the pattern down. Please come back, Mr. the Count, but a bird. Yeah, you kind of have to, you can get used to this attack, but before you do, it's kind of a lot. I think it's easier to dodge if you get behind him, but then it's hard to hit him while he's doing it, so I usually don't tend to. If the timer starts to get any lower, I may... Actually, oh no, what is that? That's not a real move. That's not even retro. Crazy, where did that come from? That was like divine intervention? Time travel? Was that a gift from the future to help me defeat this menace for good? I thank you, whoever sent that gift. Ow. Also. Boom. Trust me, if I had the retro boomerang, I would be using it. I wish I would. Maybe we'll get really lucky and he'll drop it. Yeah, I mean, I was talking about it before, but this guy, I didn't know until looking it up recently, but apparently he can drop a retro boomerang and a retro firebomb, which is awesome, and I would love to have them, but the grind of how long this stage is to even get to him, and then if you can even beat him, it's definitely not worth it. And I don't know what the drop rates are. If Dracula's soul was a 0.3% chance, then the Count's drops might not be too much better, I imagine. Alright, let's speed this up maybe. Again, this is worse with other characters that aren't Simon, so if Simon takes this long, then you can imagine it can get kind of rough. Of course, it might have been done if I remembered I had this and was using it from the beginning, but instead of the R axe, but you know, too late for that now. Oh man, gonna come a little down to the wire. I feel like he's gotta be pretty close. I've been wailing on him a lot, but I don't know. This fight is super fast in the original. Like, oh, there we go. The second phase, it goes really fast if you know what you, either way, if you know what you're doing or if not. All right, we did it. All right. Thank you, everyone. We're gonna take a quick 59-second intermission. So I'll see you later. Goodbye for now. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just I'm just messing with you. Woohoo! That was Origins. All right, I didn't get to see what all you said, so I'm gonna take a second to look back. How faithful is this to the original? Pretty. I mean, his attacks are kind of similar, but they're very I'd say the sprites and stuff are super faithful. The attacks themselves, not really, because you did not have the same mobility in that game to dodge that stuff. I don't even know if he shot anything in the second phase. I think he just jumped at you in the original game. I don't really remember. He just kind of jumped at you, and you couldn't. You had to kill him quick, or you would just like die. I'm glad that got you. I was trying to freak someone out. But yeah, 29-minute stage, and that's not even like a rare time for that stage. It's long. It's good though. I do like it. I kind of wish that one was like a 40. I wish that one got like an extra 10 minutes maybe. All right, so there is but one more chapter. Actually, real quick, just for a second, I did say I was going to show off a different character in Retro Land just to show you how they clash. So any votes of who you all want to see from this list? I'll give you a minute, and I could like make a poll, but that's not worth it. So just anyone want to see anyone in particular? I'm just gonna play like up to the bat, maybe the Phantom Bat, maybe just to show them off. Perhaps Yoko, Chinoa, Julius. Alright, I'm seeing a Soma. No, that's a fake character and he's up next. You can't pick him, so we'll go with Soma. Then Charlotte Shinoa. Okay, I'll I was gonna say I'd flip a coin, but I don't have one on hand. I'll flip this. My USB stick, that'll work. Alright, I got Charlotte / Shinoa, so now I'll flip it again to see if it's Charlotte or Shinoa. It is Shinoa. Okay, we got tails twice. We'll be gray Shinoa for fun. Oh, there's a ton of souls for Soma. Soma got the most love because every single enemy in this game, including all of the retro enemies, sorry, the R enemies, give him a different soul. He has a ton. Including all the bosses too, but again, you're not getting much from them. So yeah, look, I'm slightly less retro on retro. Yay, the R stands for superpower. Yeah. If you'd like to see Shinoa's glyphs real quick, there's really not a ton to show. She has stab. This is like the only weapon that she gets. She has fire, which is good. She has lightning, which tracks enemies and hits them twice, so it's pretty strong. And she has this, the laser that you get them from Nova skeletons, and ice. Boom. All of Shinoa's attacks are good. Like, that's not the problem with her. The problem with her is that that's all she gets, and she can't get any more than those 4 spells. So it's not particularly interesting to play as her. Oh, she also has Magnes, which you use for attaching to those Shinoa-only things. Actually, I could show it off right here. Hello, Phantom Bat. I'm here to defeat you. This is I mentioned it last stream. This is super broken. Absolutely the best move in the game. Actually, it doesn't do a ton of damage to this guy. I'm kind of surprised. Typically, it does like a lot, but I'm not doing a good job showing it off. But it hits 3 times and does a ton of damage usually. So It's really good. Yeah, Simon's a lot shorter. Everyone else looks kind of awkward here. Here, I'll show off Nagnews. Whee! It's pretty fun. It's fun to mess around with. Yay! Alright. Oh my gosh, is that Dracula? Oh no! I can't defeat Dracula. That guy's too cool. Maybe if I say sorry, he'll leave me be. Please, don't hurt me. No, Dracula. This isn't even your castle. This is the Count's castle. What are you doing here? Oh, you can get the R boomerang and R firebomb from chests on hard mode. That's interesting. But this chapter on normal mode is already so rough. I don't know how you would ever do it on hard mode. All right, there is one final chapter and one final character. It's time. Here we go. It is time for you know him, you love him, you know him. It's Getsufuma from The Legend of Fuma. Sorry, Getsufuma from Getsufumaden in the chapter The Legend of Fuma. Do we have, are we good? No, we're not good. I'm glad I checked. Here we go. The Legend of Fuma. This will be our final stop. Castlevania's over. It's Getsufumaden time. It's me, Getsufuma. So yeah, of course, the character and the stage are both from Getsufumaden. Now, if you're saying, what's Getsufumaden? It's what Getsufuma's from. Pay attention, man. So he has this sword that shoots a fiery projectile. The sword is quite strong. The fiery projectile isn't. So think of it more as a bonus. See, the sword is that 33 hit, while the fire is the 7. His double jump also does damage, but not a lot, so you don't want to use it. It's you'll typically bump into an enemy and take damage yourself, but it's just more of a cool detail than anything. So yeah, he's a short range fighter, but a little bit of range. The Legend of Fumo. I wish. Then this game would be even better. So his sub-weapons, he has the War Drum. If you want a little more range and a lot more damage than his sword, you use the War Drum. Anyone want to tell me what that character means? I'm gonna assume it means like bang or something. That's my guess, but I wouldn't actually know. He can backstab, he can dive kick, and it looks like that. It looks cool, but yeah. Sorry, it's me, Getsufuma, from Getsufumaden. Now, you may be wondering if I've played Getsufumaden. That's a good question. I mean, do I look like someone who hasn't played Getsufumaden? You may be asking if I know what Getsufumaden is. I mean, do I look like someone who wouldn't know what Getsufumaden is? Like, you must be crazy if you're assuming things like that. I just like, I'm gonna time you out if you if you make accusations like that. Who the heck is that guy? That guy does not belong in this game. Excuse you, it's Getsufumaden time. Get out of here. Power, okay. Interesting. Power. That's right. It's Getsufuma power time. This switch opens that up there, which we haven't been up there yet because we couldn't have been, so I don't really know what the point of the switch was, but you know. Alright, so we have other sub-weapons I can show off, but first, so now that we're out of that intro area, this is sort of your main hub area. There's a lot of different ways to go here, and you're gonna have to go most of them. I'm gonna go the one way I don't think you have to go. If you're not playing as Simon or Getsufuma, you have to slide through that. But because we are, we can just walk through it. Why is there a zombie Belmont? Cause he's dead, cause the stream's no longer about him. And it maybe arguably never was. That's why. If you want to know that guy's official name, it's Belmont, but you replace the B with an H. and then add an extra L somewhere in there. It's clever, but yeah. I think his description, this game has like an enemy log, and I think the description for him is like, some say this is what happened to Simon in the end. So I guess in the Getsufumadin canon, Castlevania ended with the Count winning. Which, you know what, good for him. He needed it. He needed the win. So this stage is, I'm still making fun of it. This stage is pretty tough. I want more potions. This stage is quite tough. It's not as bad as Origins, but the enemies do hit hard. And like Simon, Getsufuma's really strong. That's like one of his main things. Not this isn't strong particularly, but the, the sword is. And, we're making quick work of the enemies, but other characters will struggle more here. So this and Origins being the last 2 levels makes sense, because I think they are the 2 hardest. I like just don't care about these flowers, I guess. I'm just kind of taking damage from them. yeah, both of you said it correctly. That is exactly what his name is. This is where all of his lost lives went. Yeah, retro people are only 5 feet or smaller. Alright, now let's see, we have Hexplosives. This is really good. It's a projectile that travels along the ground and explodes, and it does, both parts of it do good damage. You can hit multiple times. So yeah, this way is just bonus. There's no way to go this, no reason to go this way, but, aside from treasure chests, but I wanted to show it off, see all the iconic Getsufumadin locations, like, the purple cave, and the bamboo cave, and, the weird sponge on the ceiling cave. I don't think I want to go this way yet, right? Yeah, we'll come back. Ignore the horse-drawn carriage enemy. So you want to hit these switches, because they will open doors. One last time, I'll apologize about the camera. I can't do much about it. Take this, Hexplosives! Yeah, it's good. If the enemy's on the ground. If they're flying, then it's next to useless. Alright, so yeah, here's basically the main hub area. I mean, I already said that, but still. It still applies. Whoa, that flower dodged my attack. Alright, and then we have one other sub-weapon. We have the throwing stars. Boom. The damage isn't great, but the range is good, especially if something's flying. And all 3 can hit to do triple damage if you are careful. So, yeah, so he only has 3 sub-weapons. He will never get more. I haven't showed the tutorials for all characters where it explains what they can do, but Getsufumas say, Getsufuma starts with all the sub-weapons he will ever need, which is code for we made 3 sub-weapons and didn't feel like making any more. But they are good, the war drum's good, the Hexplosives are good, and the throwing star's good, so ouch. I do not want to be taking that much damage here, because what's coming up is kind of rough. It bugs me the bosses drop a chest at the end, not a red orb like nature intended. Honestly, you know what? I've never really thought about it, but that's fair. Alright, we're coming up to something quite dastardly in just a second. Alright, so you have to open this gate from that switch down there. Then you need to come in here, open up this door, and we face our first mid-boss. This is Chimeriad. There's a treasure chest that you can grab without killing him, but you can't leave without killing him, and he is mandatory to kill, so you do have to come in here. Your throwing stars are pretty good against him, so is the war drum, I guess. War drum's probably better, actually. Darn, sorry, throwing stars. This guy's tough. It might not look like it, but he can really mess you up. He's very dodgy. His hurt box, is kind of awkward. Some of his attacks can be a pain. He doesn't seem to want to use his worst attack. So this is going way better. I actually, okay, here we go. He does this. I actually practiced this chapter before the stream, briefly, just to remind myself on how Getsufuma plays. I made it up to Mr. Chimeriad here, and he destroyed me. So I was like, ooh, I'm gonna have to focus a little bit more during the stream, I think. Maybe actually use my potions, because I kind of wasn't. He's just awkward to fight. because like you want to get close to him to do damage, but if you're Getsufuma, and I mean, why wouldn't you be Getsufuma? Then getting close to him is I mean, it's risky because you're close. Your attack is very close range. Like if we get a whip or something. All right, after you kill him, you can see his spirit. Those little flashing things on the map. No, it's hard to see because you know, the stream's not in HD, but his spirit flew away into 2 other places. How strange. You get some pizza for your trouble. It's nice. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That guy, Chimeriad. I don't like him. I genuinely have more trouble with him than some of the actual bosses in this game. Alright, so we beat him. Let's go back to our little hub area and go through our book. This is the point where I think I just want, I want a couple normal potions real quick just to chug them down, and then we'll take our high potions back. So I mentioned this last time, but I'm gonna say it again for anyone who wasn't here. The reason why the stream is not in HD is because it's nothing on my end. It is, I mean, maybe I could do something about it if I was better at tech stuff, but it's actually Sony specifically telling you that you're not allowed to watch my stream in HD. Because you see, they have this little thing called HDCP, or High Definition Capture Protection, built into the PlayStation 3. Meaning that I am not allowed to stream in HD, so I had to get myself some PlayStation 3 specific composite cables, or component cables, whichever, I never remember which is which. Whatever the better one is. And I'm streaming to you from that way, so it looks totally fine on my end. Like, it looks great to me. Unfortunately for you, it's a little bit crusty, I guess. I can't do anything about it. I know, thanks Sony. I really appreciate it. We get mad at Nintendo sometimes, but then Sony does something like this. Well, I don't know, I have a friend who tried to stream on the Switch too, and it didn't go well for him, so, well, that remains to be seen. Anyway, this is checking in notes. This is Decapiclops. Yep, this is Decapiclops. So he is another boss. He is a little tough, but he's not nearly as bad as Chimeriad. But you may see that little spirit floating above him. It kind of looks familiar, like someone we once knew, perhaps. But I'm sure it's nothing. We'll not worry about it. But yeah, no, he's not too hard. He kind of mostly just does this. He could be a bit awkward to hit, but he's pretty simple, all things considered. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, I forgot to say any of like Getsufuma's iconic lines, like once I get so mad, it's foom over for you. Yeah, I love that one. It was iconic. Or like, oh man, I'm so mad, I'm fuming and I'm fooming. He does say that. It's pretty great. You wouldn't know because you haven't played Getsufuma, but he's awesome. Why is this guy still alive? Dude, you're so much easier than the last guy. Whoa, his spirit is flying away. Where could it be going? Strange. No, Getsufuma, you are the demons. It's the one. Component can do HD if it's the one with 5 cables instead of 3. Okay, well then technically you're watching it in HD, I guess, because I'm using component cables. But this is the best I can do. I can't do HDMI, and it definitely looks a lot better when you're not actually watching it on the stream. Bit of a shame. I do like these little passages where they're one way, like you slide through to get through them. That's creative. Alright, then we're gonna go this way. I think we can go this way. So all of these boss arenas require you to, these mini boss arenas require you to flip a switch to like open a door to get to them. I'm pretty sure we flipped this one at some point. I remember that one. Yeah, I'm sure you do. I mean, you love Getsufuma. I know you've played it a lot. Alright, here we go. So this is the Executioner. Alright, come Getsu-um. It's me, Getsufuma. He has a shield of swords, and he rains swords on you. And that's about it. He never, like, walks over here, so there's no chance of you getting trapped. But when he does have the sword shield up, you can't really pierce through it. Wow, he seems to have 2 people flying next to him. What could that mean? What it means is that after you can kill all these mid-bosses in any order you want, but whenever you kill one, its spirit will fly to the other mini-bosses and make them stronger. So yeah, the order you fight the mini-bosses will determine how strong they are. So this guy is the easiest one no matter what you do, because there's really not much to him. If you come to him earlier, he'll only have 4 swords surrounding him, and I don't think this sword rain attack happens as frequently. I'm not entirely sure what changes. If you fight the first guy, hold on, I'm not checking my notes right now. Chimeriad. If you fight Chimeriad anything but first, he's genuinely harder than a lot of the actual bosses in this game. Like, I think you can tell that guy was a lot harder than these last couple bosses. And if you fight him second or especially third, he's really rough. So I always go for him first. I would love to show off all 3 difficulties of these bosses, but I can't really without, like, you know, playing through the stage 3 times, and I'm not gonna do that. They don't change a ton. The second guy, Decapaclops, he can be tough if he's the 3rd one you fight. If he's the 1st or 2nd one, he's not too bad, which is why I think the order I have fought them in is probably the best order. It makes it so you fight the hardest guy first, and then the other guys are a lot easier. Though I guess this does take a while. I kind of didn't remember how long this took, so I should probably try to speed it up by doing something like this. Oh, well, he's dead, so never mind. Alright, and where does his spirit go? Nowhere. That's right. No more people. Getsufumaden Undying Moon is the modern game. But yeah, I did hear, actually, funnily enough, that Getsufumaden did get another game, like, recently. Like, in the last couple of years, which is honestly really funny. And now I believe the way we go to finish our journey is this way. Oh, I didn't even notice that guy. That guy's name is Pajora's Mask, by the way. Just putting it out there with no further elaboration. I'm zooming out the camera. Where am I? Alright, I'm not going down there. Excuse me, sorry. I need to fight every single enemy, so I'll just let them be. I know, it's awesome. Ooh, silver legs, wow. I'm actually going to save this meat, which might seem weird, but I'm going to do it. It will stay there. Same with that thing. Ow. These guys are not Metroids. They're, P-Pillaries is what they're called. I don't know why I remember that. Okay, bye-bye. You can live, I guess. No, Pajora's Mask. I feel like I can just tell from, like, the enemy names, you know, like Decapaclops and Chimeriad and Oxecutioner. Like, I can tell that Getsufumaden is probably a bit of a jokester game. Like, it probably thinks it's funny. Well, I mean, I can tell because I may or may not have played it. Because obviously I'm the biggest Getsufuma fan there is. Like, I love Getsufuma. That's my guy. Yeah, I want to be going this way. So if you go here, there's a fun secret. Sounds like names that would have been in the English manual if they'd been localized in the NES era. Yeah, wait, you're right. I was about to say maybe it was, but no, because it was never localized in English, so that's kind of funny. Maybe this is their chance. Maybe this is them officially localizing them, but giving them silly names, because they know they would have had silly names. Just like how in the last chapter we were fighting the Grim Reaper end of the account with our R boomerangs. Don't go in this purple. It counts as water and it hurts you to go in there, so kind of silly. This is a fairly long stage too. This is also one of the longest stages, just because you know, you have to fight 3 mini bosses and they aren't exactly short. And also I'm going for secrets and stuff, so that helps. This chest, if you're not Chinoa, it sure takes a while to. Oh, well, no, sorry. It's just like a big loop. You can get to this chest easily, but like getting up that way takes a while. Here's the horse carriage. I said we'd see him again later. There he goes. Kyle, the Getsufumist. That's me. I am the Getsufumist. You might be Getsufuma, and he might be Getsufumer, but I am the Getsufumist. That's right. But yeah. Anyway, now we can go fight the boss. We can go towards the boss for real. I did that whole loop just to get treasure. I love this game. I play it so much never. Yeah. I mean, can you blame me? I don't blame me. That flower did not get to survive after all. Anyway, I saved the steak, because the steak not only heals you a lot, but it gives you a big strength bonus temporarily. So I want to make the most of that. Even if I don't think I'm really going to have it for long for the boss, I might as well have it on the way there. Time to be Getsufuma on Discord. Getsufuma, I love him. Look at him go. Yeah, that's right. It's Foom over for you. Take my Getsufuma attacks. He also says that. I know. I know that one's a little cheesy, but you know, you understand. It was like the NES days, so we had stuff like Ninja Gaiden and Getsufuma. I blame you. Honestly, that's fair. I am just outright lying to your faces about... Well, I mean, I haven't said that I have... I don't think I've said I have played Getsufuma. I just don't think I've said I haven't, is I think the joke I'm going with. It's Foomin time. It sure is. I mean... I guess I'm glad you guys get it. You get it. You get how cool he is. I mean, I don't really need to explain it to you. Just look at him. He's Getsufuma. The two NES games. Yep. Ninja Gaiden and Castlevania. If you like do this, yeah, I don't know, you do something with that, you get the facade card. Whoa. Alright, it's time for our ultimate challenge. You ready? Time for Getsufuma to avenge his father or whatever, I don't know. This is Ryokutsuki! Ryokutsuki? Apparently it means like bone dragon demon or something. He's funny. A nice 1 damage Getsufuma. I believed in you. He's pretty tough to hit. His attacks aren't particularly scary, but he's just kind of tough to hit, so you gotta be careful. Oh, stop teleporting around like you're... You can't teleport, you're not... Wait, maybe he's laughing, but we can't hear it. Alright, well, he's dead. That was easy. What the? Now he's a bigger person. So bigger person, Ryukutsuki, sorry, I don't know your name, is scary because their knives poison you. And you know how it is. If you get poisoned, you lose. So the attacks are very easy to dodge, but there's a lot of pressure because if I get hit by one of these, there go all my potions down the drain. So you gotta be real careful. So I'm gonna play it extra safe. No, dang it. Okay, well, now we are poisoned. I thought I was playing extra safe. Whatever, I will heal. Whoa, it's Ryokutsuki's true form. I'm scared to engage him because I'm losing health rapidly. What is that? That's right, the spirits of all the deceased mini-bosses have come into him, and he can use their power. Wow. Whoa, that was close. We're still poisoned, by the way. Just thought you should know. Okay, now we can heal. And we can't heal any more than that, so I sure hope I don't lose. So the only way you can hit him, it may not look like it, but he is totally invincible unless he's doing this arm attack that he was doing. Then it exposes his weak point. Otherwise, his weak point's just kind of arbitrarily invincible. So you have to let him do that attack and then attack him. Now, he doesn't have a ton of health, so it could be a lot more annoying, but it is still pretty annoying. Especially, you know, if you get Getsufuma and your range is nothing. And your ranged attack does 1 damage. So, we are gonna be relying on our sub-weapons, which is another reason why, MP restoring wouldn't be too bad for this. But, yeah, it's not great. So we may be here a minute. which is bad because we only have 7 of those to spare. I wish this did at least like 3 damage, make me feel like I'm doing something. So we're just gonna War Drum him to death, I guess. Like, you can get close enough to hit him with the actual sword fight. It's just really dangerous. Like, yeah. But it is a cool idea for a boss. I do like how he has the other boss attacks. Like, the mini bosses were powering each other up. So, of course, that culminates with him having all their power. What's his lore? I told you, Getsufuma's trying to kill him. Why? I don't know. Stop asking questions. Hey, look, that's a really good use for Getsufuma's double jump attack. That fireball attack he was just doing. That was pretty good. There's a girl character in Otomedius based on this. You know, I'm not even that surprised, but that's kind of awesome. What, Ryokitsuki specifically? Also, the name Bone Dragon Demon probably makes a lot more sense when you see this form. I don't even know what genre of game Getsufuma is. I assume it's probably a side-scroller like this game or Castlevania, but I don't know. It could be a top-down game like... what's a famous top-down game? The Mysterious Murasame Castle. That's it. That's the only famous top-down game I can think of. Or it could be an RPG. Who knows? I don't know. If you're a Getsufuma fan, though, and also you were playing this game, this was probably, like, the coolest chapter in the world to you. I sure wish I could hit him. That would be cool. But we didn't invent that yet, so I'm just gonna keep powering through with my power War Drum. You can't control when he does the arm swing attack. Thankfully, he does definitely use it more than his other attacks, but, like, you know... I definitely seem like I'm gonna die. I hope you understand now. Maybe I needed to get hit by it to show it off. I hope you understand now why poison's so bad, because it drained a lot of our health. So I had to use up all my potions and basically wasted all my healing. There we go! We did it! That's right. Yeah. I guess after all, we are only Fumin. Anyway, you get a little bonus reward over here. Don't be like me. This still counts as water. So the first time I ever beat Ryokitsuki, I was so excited, and I was like, oh, what's in here? Touch that, and instantly died. Not that water instantly kills you, but I was probably at low health, as I am now, and it probably would kill me. Also, don't be like me. These platforms are semi-solid platforms, so if you try to, like, slide or something to have fun, you fall through them. And if you fall through, you can just die. So you gotta be a little careful if you don't want all your progress to be undone. Oh, I looked away for a second and thought I fell in the water, but no, I was just landing. We've done it. Huzzah! Got it. Brilliant mail. Getsufuma's quest is now over. Congrats on getting that, Fuma. Thank you. You know, that stage can take a while. There are better characters to fight that boss. Like, any of the whip characters have a much easier time hitting it. Even, like, Shinoa with her magic will do more damage than Getsufuma. I think, again, Getsufuma's one of the best characters in this game, and he's ironically just not too great on his own chapter. But yeah, that's it. What was that? What even was that? That brilliant mail? I don't even think I had that. I'm just curious to see. So retro. It's a Fuma-like. Yeah, you're probably right. It probably is a Fuma-like. What was it called? Brilliant mail? Brilliant mail. Increases sub-weapon strength. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know they made something like that. And the defense is pretty good. 41, when the best thing I have is 43. The best thing I have is a mirror armor, by the way, which is pretty cool. Alright. And then, I suppose like I did for the less retro people in the retro stages, I'll show Getsufuma in an actual chapter just for a minute. I'm not gonna play the whole thing or anything. I just want to show what he looks like. Let's do hard mode chapter 5. Because I haven't beat that one. I'm sure I'll make it very far. They did call his sword Pulse Blade, yeah. That's his name. You must sign in or it didn't count. Yeah, this game's always like, sign in to your thing that you can definitely sign into, because you definitely have this game legally. I mean, what? If it's any consolation, I didn't download this game. It's not my console. Look, there he is! He's fooming and he's fuming and he's mad and he's retro. That's right. Getsufuma's retroactively been added to Castlevania. So yeah, I mean, I guess now I say there's no credits to watch this time like there were last time, so I guess now is where I give my final thoughts. Yeah, this game it's cool. For what it is, I wish there was more. You know, I did 2 streams and showed off basically everything. There's a ton of like weapons and souls and hard mode stuff, I guess, that I could show off, but it's not worth it, especially since I don't even have most of it. But yeah, it is a fun game. I'm sure if I could play it online multiplayer, I'm sure it would be a good time. So it was probably fun when it was around, but it just makes me sad that like this game will never be re-released. Again, it could be better. There's not a ton to this game, but I wish it would be able to be re-released. Hi, Death. How you doing? I saw your cousin earlier. He was retro. I bet he can thrash Menace. Sorry, I did not go to Menace. Wow, that guy has a lot of HP. Such pixels. I know, he's awesome. But yeah, Castlevania Harmony of Despair. Well, like I said, I've played it a lot, and I'm a little sick of it because of how much I played it just to like prepare for streaming and stuff. You know, characters like the DLC characters like Maria or whatever. Mostly just her. I need to like get them ready for their DLC chapter, so I need to like grind on them for a little while. Simon and Getsufuma and Julius were all like good. Richter didn't take too much doing. Because they're all just kind of good as soon as you purchase them. Because they're DLC. But yeah, it's a cool game. I wish... Oh, another Brilliant Ale. I guess I am playing in hard mode, so I guess stuff's rare. That's cool. It's a cool game. I like it. I just wish there was a bit more to it. Farewell. What? I failed. Yeah, no problem. Using someone else's console on a game that you can't play online anymore with cables I had to buy. But I also have no excuse. I meant to stream this literally months ago, and I just kind of never did. Fail well. Yeah, it's a pretty cool game, and I do enjoy it. I guess I did say I would rank the characters. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, so out of the 11 characters, number 1, Simon. He's really good. Maybe there's some scenarios he's not great, but he's really good. 2 is Getsufuma, because these two just do bonkers damage. Again, maybe in a hard mode that's not quite the case, and they get worse. I'm not really sure. Youngest of 3 brothers in the Getsu clan. He's sworn to defeat Ryakutsuki and avenge his fallen brother. See, I told you he was trying to avenge someone. Wait, here is it. Getsufuma begins the game with all the sub-weapons he will ever need. Thank you. Alright, so sorry, 1 Simon, 2 is Getsufuma. Third best character is probably Julius. And then 4th is probably Yoko. That seems correct to me. 5th, I think, would be Jonathan. Shinoa, maybe? I guess 6th would probably be Shinoa, right? Yeah, 6th would be Shinoa. I think, 7th would be Richter. Maybe switch him with Shinoa, but I'm gonna go with 7th, because he's a little lacking. 8th would probably be Soma, 9 would be Alucard, 10 would be Maria, and then 11 would be, unfortunately, poor Charlotte. Alright, I might change my mind, but I'm probably not going to change my mind, because again, I'm not going to play this game again. So I think that is my current definitive ranking of the characters, is that the DLC characters are broken. What did you expect? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this. I like how the characters, they're not listed by, like, who is and isn't DLC. They're listed by gender. So we have the boys, we have the girls, and we have the retros. You know, the 3 genders. It's kind of awesome. But yeah, that's my ranking if you were looking forward to it. Sorry I didn't, like, make a tier list in advance. If finally get the joke about Getsufuma. I hope you've been getting the joke from the beginning. It's Getsufuma. He's awesome. Retro gender. I just find it very funny that they're very clearly like grouped together as boys and girls, but then they put the two retro characters at the end. Like, just sure, why not? Retrender. Will I be streaming something else next? In the next like 3 years, yeah. No, I mean probably not. Like, I don't have anything on the chopping block particularly soon, but now that I've like set this stuff up, I would like to stream at least every once in a while. Certainly not like very often, but maybe I'll find another game I'm passionate about and show it off like every few months. I don't know what game that would be, aside from like, since I've already done Wario Master of Disguise and now this, but I don't know. I could have played Lament of Innocence, but I've already stolen this PlayStation from a friend for the better part of a year. It's been that long, so I really have to give it back. So with that, I suppose I'll leave you. Thank you, Getsufuma, for all your contributions. You will be missed. I'm very sad I won't have you anymore. Harmony of Dissonance. You want me to stream Harmony of Dissonance? I could. I like that one, but I don't think I need to. I do like it, but I'm not particularly passionate about it, I guess. They misspelled it on one of the screens. Oh, guessed it? Wait, did they? Oh, they did! What? He's a guest character. Wait, I notice typos all the time. How did I not even notice that? Getsufuma, the guest character. That's awesome. Getsufuma gone. Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you who tuned in this time. I appreciate anyone who tuned in last time. I appreciate the crazy person who apparently missed last time and watched the whole stream in preparation for this time. I hope you all had a great time. I'll see you again sometime. I'll find something fun to stream relatively soon. And I hope you have a retro night. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and until next time, farewell.